Hello, and welcome to Total Party Skills slash Heroes Unlimited. Anyways, our session 0 for the game that I'm calling Justice is Blind. So that'll be one of those things we figure out why I called it that on the fly. It'll be exciting. It sounds like it has like a double meaning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to be blind. I don't know. So this is a session 0. So we truly have nothing prepared going into it. And this is sort of the prep that goes in. We like to collaboratively prep, you know? Crispy gets it. Nick
I get it. Yep.
Yeah.
This is Nicholas Camargo. I've never role played with him before, but I've seen what
I've lurked.
Dig it. And Crispy, obviously, who I like to refer to as the talent.
The talent. Yeah, get out of here.
I might have to sneaky hide my daughter here. She's
of course.
In. Oh, hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
You talk amongst yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Nick, why don't you give us an update on the game you're writing? What are you up to?
Yeah, I was actually just talking with Zonar, who's in the chat, about deciding mechanics, what works, what doesn't. I guess I'm going for a rules light game.
Nice.
Oh, you're making a game. Yeah, I heard about that. Very cool.
Yeah,
we should play right now.
Yeah, right.
You got it ready?
Me?
Can you do a supers game?
I think it could run a supers game.
Okay.
I want to do one. I want to do one in the future.
Cool.
I said I was crash dummy testing it. I did like a primitive game, a sci-fi game. I want to see how far it can go.
All right. Good stuff. I'm excited to see the game. I'm excited to test it. So this game, I wanted to play a supers game because Crispy said he was running a supers game, and I was counting on him to run one for me. Now he's not going to run one for me.
I can still do it.
It's going to be all supers out.
Yep.
So
this is be driven by spite.
This is my OG. This is my only real deal ends know about this one.
Yes, the old cover, the good cover. My favorite cover.
It is a much better cover, but
it is.
We were talking about this before we started the stream. Palladium art in Heroes Unlimited is dope as shit.
It's top notch.
Palladium art's always badass.
I like Palladium art. Yeah, it's so good.
It's all traditional too, right?
Yeah,
it looks so traditional.
Good. Yeah,
it's just good. It's
like just when Westerners knew how to draw. You know what I mean?
It just has such a vibe. Like, so, look at it's just so great. Yeah, it's awesome. I just love it.
It's like food for the eyes,
If this is the clue, if you don't know what this is,
there we go. Look at that.
This is good. Total Party System, Total Party Skills. I don't know.
The Total Party System. Yes, love it.
Total Party System.
It's great.
Rules. So I wanted to marry those two things. This is why. Palladium, I don't think the combat lends itself to a 4D style. It's a lot of questions, a lot of calculating. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's just, maybe I haven't played a long time and it's just like a modifier you're adding to a 20 or.
Yeah,
but you got to like compare ranges. Everything's in like real world measurements. Just seems like a lot of question answer and negotiating going on.
There's a lot. I think there's what often comes up is what one action, how many attacks does one action represent? Is this is this 2 of my 5 or 6 or 7 attacks per round, or is it 3 or 4, or and there's a little bit of negotiation there. I think it could work, but it would assume that Nick and I have an absolute perfect understanding of what we're describing as our characters is doing, how many actions that would take without having you say, that's going to take all of your actions this round. Like,
right. I'm doing just a 3-round burst. Like,
yeah, because like a burst is one attack.
What gun?
but then I have to figure out, okay, well then I'm doing half of the magazine and it has this many rounds, and that means I do a times 10 instead of a times 5 on the. It's pretty. It does work, but
this kind of made me think about. We were talking about this randomly in Discord today, but we were talking about Warhammer 40K, and the topic got on to fantasy flight games, role-playing games. And I think it was Zonalar. He said, he's here in the chat, so you can verify. He said it's a good 2D game. I'd want to play it as a 2D game, but I don't think it works as a 4D game. And I think if you're a gamer, I think that there is an appeal to playing a 2D game if you want to play it as like a fun little tactical war game.
Yeah, that was Wrath and Glory, right? The Wrath and Glory. It's a dice pool system, D6.
The fantasy flight games. Oh, that was a different conversation. Well, I was talking about like Only War fantasy flight games. Is one of their many role-playing games they make, but apparently has a lot of mechanics in it. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, so maybe if you like games and you're not really interested in always being in character, whoever those people exist, I think.
Yeah.
Then it'd probably be a fun game because you get to like do maths and like strategically apply your
cool stuff.
Yeah. And I think that would be fun. I'm a gamer, so I like that stuff. But anyways, I want to play 4D game. I want it to be a supers game. And the other thing I didn't like about Palladium games is that the attributes don't really matter a whole lot.
Until they do, and then they really matter. Like they don't matter until you're in a supers game and you're running around with like a 60 strength or a 40 strength, and you're doing an extra 28 damage per hit. So like the 2d6 for or the 1d6 for your punch is completely meaningless because it's just all the bonus damage is what's actually doing the damage.
It's a fair point.
So
that's kind of weird how sometimes they matter.
Sometimes they matter. Oftentimes they don't. Yeah.
But more importantly, the thing I like about role-playing games is being able to optimize, and this might just be the world of darkness in me, but being able to optimize physical, mental, social. Like, I want to be a social character. I want to be a physical character. I want to be a mental character. With Palladium, you just kind of like randomly determine how smart you are, how much schooling you've had, and that kind of stuff. There's no way to be like, I want to be the scientist. And then like you have to go do that. There's a couple ways you could do it.
Yeah. One way you could do it is you could just assign your ability scores after you've rolled them. That's
another way you could do it is play it as total party skills.
Or just change the system. There you go. There we go. You've cracked the code, Phil. Awesome. Cracked it.
So Total Party Skills is the game that I like, and I got introduced to it thanks to Crispy when we played his Fear City games.
Fear City works great for a gangster game. It's really good.
Yeah, worked so good I bought it. I highly recommend everyone buy both of these games that we're talking about, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Because Heroes Unlimited, we're still going to use the book because it's got the sweet power listing in it.
Yeah, I also love the listing of powers.
I was like looking through it and I was like, man, I want to be like a super vehicle maker.
Yeah, I know. I just read that.
Of super ships and a mega armored truck.
Yes, you can totally do that.
That's awesome. And then also be like an expert hacker. So there like, even though I said what I just said, there's literally like the super smart tinkerer that you could be in this game. You like make supercars and you're one of the best hackers in the world. You have to like forego action, or you have to forego attacks or something. That's like the penalty. So it's literally what I was complaining about. But anyways, I thought, but then it's like, there's no TPS hero or supers module that I could find. I looked. There's lady vampires. There's a lot of settings. I don't think the Waspinator likes the supers. What do you think?
Yeah, he hasn't given him much love yet, but you know what? He's a prolific publisher, so you never know.
He likes big titty anime girls, though.
I thought that one came close, didn't it? Like that one has some
probably does
aspects, some sort of like Super's games, maybe.
Yeah,
anyway, we'll have to
maybe
put a request in for him.
Yeah,
hey, there's 4 people that really want a superheroes game. Would you mind spending months of your life to make us one? Thank you.
What else is he doing?
We'll buy 4 copies. That's worth your while, right?
Well, we'll at least get one to share.
Yes, that's right. That's right. The DM will buy one. There you go.
I mean, I'm not playing Super's games all the time. What do you expect here? So I noticed in there's a magic system, and I thought we could just kind of use that. And basically, all it is you assign. There's like spell casting skills, and so when you do a spell, there's some like little interactions in there, but the gist of it is you turn your spell into a rated skill.
Yes.
So I thought
your superhero powers would be a rated skill.
That's right. So we figure out our powers, and then each power we roll up, we make it a rated skill.
Good idea.
And then
I like that.
Also it kind of adds that that thing that I liked about EZD6, where it really open ends the use of magic. You just kind of like, you control plants. And like, okay, I can use my head to think of how I can control plants.
Yeah.
Now here I could be like force fields 1. Like, okay, I got to use mind force fields because I want to put bubbles around people to protect them. And I'll be like, okay, that'd be like a difficulty this. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I think I like where you're going.
Sounds reasonable, yeah.
You could be stronger at force fields too.
Yeah.
Make it just kind of something you're tinkering with. You know, it kind of has that flexibility too.
Right.
So you can grow into your powers. You can specialize in certain powers. So that's kind of a benefit it has over the Heroes Unlimited, I think. But
right. Heroes Unlimited uses more of a delineation between minor superpowers and major superpowers. And the major superpowers, one thing I've noticed with that is that
we're stealing that, but yes.
It really does, like it requires the game only really works when it's cinematic. Because it quickly breaks down in, well, how many increments of miles per hour do we have to divide so that we can get our +4 damage per 20 miles per hour? And you're doing 700 miles per hour. So like it just gets at a certain point, you have to just kind of
exact speeds and stuff.
Exactly. It doesn't work so well that way. It works really well when it's more cinematic. And with the majors, it requires everyone to picture what's going on with that force field, for example. Like, how strong is this force field? Well, this is, it's a force field strong enough to hold a building, or it's a force field that's strong enough to stop a bullet. Like, you kind of have to have some wiggle room.
You're giving me a difficulty.
Yeah.
Or I'm giving you a difficulty because I want to protect a building.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm going to kind of need you to remind me a little bit of the base mechanics of TPS.
Sure.
I think you get a dice pool, and then your skill adds a modifier to your dice pool.
That is correct. So your attributes are your dice pool, and they'll be anywhere 2 or up. And I imagine a superhero game, we may have some that are 3 or 4 or something, but generally speaking, it's limited to 3, and that would be 3d6. And then you would add your skill to that, whatever that skill might be. Like, so if you have a skill force field 1, then and it's tied to your mental ability, then you would roll, and your mental ability was 2, you'd roll 2d6 plus 1 versus the target number.
Yeah. And I like the idea of, actually. And we can talk about when we figure out what powers we're actually going to use. It'll be a lot easier to kind of negotiate the terms.
Nobody role plays in role-playing games.
It's unheard of.
Yeah,
that's so true.
It's mostly about being immersed in the game.
Is it just about immersion? Sean, I thought it was fantastic. I went back and looked at some of the comments in on Mr. Tomb of Limes, Matt's video from this morning.
Let me know. Just out the room real quick.
Sean is like you're acting as the unofficial moderator of the comments, and I think it's fantastic. So I see all these replies like, yeah, you don't role play. Yeah, maybe you should role play. It was like, it's kind of nice to have Sean around to say what we're all thinking.
I had a video where I was like video responding to OGGM, I think. Mm-hmm. And then Shauna was just like flaming OGG.
There's some of us that try to be diplomatic, and then
guys, what great points everyone has.
So anyway, so how do you want to do this, Matt?
Okay, so I thought we would create the characters.
All right, let's start there.
We're going to create a good place to start. Style, but I thought we would just kind of stick to superpowered instead of roll on the
aliens
and
okay, so
scientists.
When you say superpowered, do you want us to have a couple powers, like a major and a minor, or 2 minors and a major?
That's the first roll.
That's the first roll.
I'm taking away all the shit ones. So your 3 options are 2 major, 1 major, 3 minor.
Okay, these are good.
Or 5 minor.
Oh, or 5 minor. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, I like it.
So if you guys want to roll for that, we can roll for that.
Let's do it.
See, the hard part with 5 minor is there's going to be some powers in there that don't really seem like they should be a skill.
Right.
Like electric blast.
Right.
Like, is that really a skill?
Yeah. Okay. So you need a percentile dice roll from us. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, it's just a D3.
Just a D3. Okay. So we'll do a D6 divided by 2. I got 3. There you go.
I should have probably said what they were.
I guess I get 1 then.
What do you want? What is it going to be?
Okay, so we'll start with let's say 5 minors is the low, 1 major, 3 minors, and then 2 majors.
Okay, all right. And it's a D3?
It's a D3.
Right, so I'm going to do the whole 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, but just counting 4, 1, 5,
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, 2 for me.
4.
Okay, so what did you guys get in your heads?
Okay. So that's
I didn't keep track of like
in my life. Crispy got a 1 and Nicholas got a 2.
Okay, so I got a 1.
Okay.
So I get the 5 minors.
5 minors.
Holy crap! Can I re-roll? That's super hard to play.
Just pick, man.
I'll do the mix of
3 options.
All right, I'm going to do the middle option.
Oh, we
1
can
major
pick?
and then what? 2 minors or 3 minors?
I told you I asked if you guys wanted to pick or roll that.
Yeah, I better roll because 5 minors is like super hard to do.
I want to go with like 1 major and like 1 minor, was it?
1 major, 3 minor is what you roll.
Let's do that. I'm going to do that. 1 major.
What's
3
the one
minors.
with the lowest number of?
Oh, that's 2 majors.
There's 2 majors or 1 major, 3 minors.
You know what? 2 majors might be better.
Yeah.
I'll do 2 majors.
But do we? Okay,
major powers are no joke. Like
you guys started. First of all, I want to holler at the chat.
But I kind of want to play.
They've made 1 roll.
we've already retconned it. This is a good start.
Shouldn't we do like Crispies first and then, or are we doing simultaneously?
Oh, we should do them one at a time because otherwise it'll get.
Yeah. I'll let you go ahead then.
You want to do me? Okay, we'll do mine first.
At the same time.
To save time, I think we'll just do 2 majors. Phil,
you gonna do 2 majors?
Yeah, just go 2 majors.
Okay. Now
do you have that sheet open?
I figured we would use the
Heroes Unlimited power thing.
Yeah, I figured we'd use that one. I should have had this ready, guys.
Yeah, I mean, where's your prep?
So are we choosing the power or?
Oh no, we got to roll.
Probably the way you guys are going.
We'll roll them and then hate them and then choose them. That's how we work. All right.
Okay, here is the table of contents. You may.
Do you want me to give you the page number?
Sure, if you got it.
Hold on.
I feel like I'm about to have it.
I'm looking for the sheet or here it is. On my book, it's 227, page 227.
Okay.
And that's the random major super abilities table.
Oh, yes.
Bam. Okay, so.
Got it? There it is. Yeah, there you go.
Here we go.
Percentile, huh?
We're just on majors.
We'll just do majors.
Just doing majors. Oop. Oop. All right, let me move this over here.
All right, and Nick, you want me to go first?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Roll your 2 majors.
Okay, so here's my first major. It's a 38.
Oh.
That is
multiple lives.
Multiple lives.
It's already
there we go.
Broken from the start.
Multiple lives.
Easy.
Lives. That's my first major.
So you're a video game character.
Yeah.
No,
okay. And then my next one is
alter physical structure. Roll on.
Oh crap! You have to go to the next table. You have to go to the next page. This one's gonna suck. Okay. Alter physical structure. I got to roll on this now.
Oh.
Okay. So I have multiple lives, and
Make
I can change.
For the chat. Boom.
97.
Boom.
Alter physical structure metal. I can turn into Colossus. Okay.
And you can be killed.
Multiple lives.
Multiple times.
Physical structure metal.
So it's kind of hard to give you a.
It's kind of neat.
It's kind of hard to give you. There's multiple lives.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up. So why don't you go ahead and look at take care of Nick.
But I was gonna say
it's
gonna be hard to give you a skill called multiple lives.
No, that's
kind of thinking about
an effect of like when I die, I come back. I guess.
Yeah.
That'll be helpful for me because I die a lot in these games.
There you go. You can really throw your life.
It could be tied to a place, like you have this one respawn point.
Oh wow!
Point Nemo, in the middle of the ocean.
Lives, Zonolar.
Holy smokes!
Okay, so just remind me. I can choose between either 2 majors and 1 minor, or one major and 3 minor.
2 majors, or
that's it.
1 major and 3 minors, or 5 minors.
I'm going with 1 major and 3 minors.
Okay, I think that's a good choice. That's what I would pick.
Yeah.
Or 5 minors.
I kind of like the guy that is, he can hold himself, but he's not like.
Okay, you want to roll your major first?
Yeah. It's D100, right?
Yeah.
Yo. 81.
Douche. A mimic or negative matter.
Okay, what would be a negative matter? Like literally?
I don't know.
Antimatter?
Maybe. 2 options though, apparently. But let's roll your minors.
Yeah. That's just me right down here. Okay.
I wonder if you guys can see this at all.
That's crazy.
I can, yeah. And I have mine open here as well, so. Oh. 3 minors, I'll roll all the 3. So 49.
49 is flight, winged. You're winged.
Okay. I got motion, I like that.
You got bend light.
9. Oh, I might be going with negative matter then.
And then what's the other one? I can't see it.
13. 13 is.
That's the second flight, so go ahead and re-roll that one. But pick your flight. Do you want to have wings or do you want to just glide?
Oh,
well, what did you roll? What did you roll?
You rolled flight, glide, and flight winged.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll the third one and see what would make more sense?
Like,
yes,
then I choose one.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Roll another one.
Let's see. 92.
Energy expulsion light.
Ooh,
cool.
Fire lasers.
Light powers.
Yeah.
Energy.
Oh, you need wings then. You're an angel.
You gotta lean into the angel.
Yeah.
Oh absolutely. Man, that's a good idea. It's gonna be wings. I like this.
Kind of dope. I'm already happy with this situation.
Yeah. Where can I check the negative matter? Because I'm not really sure
what. Check it right now. Boop, boop, boop.
What is he looking for?
Is mimic or negative matter? I kind of get mimic, but
mimic. Okay.
Multiple lives.
Multiple lives is ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes.
How many lives are you getting?
Yeah, what's the cap?
Okay.
Really? But do you have like a phylactery or something?
Essentially, what it says is, I mean, it's awesome. But what it says is, if I'm ever killed in 66 minutes, my body reforms somewhere.
Oh. Have you seen Invincible?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know Immortal, the character?
Yes. Yeah. He's
Oh wait,
like
no,
that.
I haven't seen it.
So
I thought you were saying Unbreakable.
Automatically regenerate his physical body shortly after the apparent moment of death.
That's awesome.
So my character's life force essence is so powerful that it will not easily succumb to death.
I think you're playing the villain, Crispy. I think you're the villain.
I should be the villain. And then the metal body thing, it's ridiculous.
What if you come back to life and then an angel comes back? It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. He's like, no, you shouldn't be here.
Exactly.
You don't really get to resurrect yourself. That's an angel thing. Okay. So
that is the mimic.
You can duplicate another person's powers. Seems to be what mimic is. Let's find the negative energy.
Copying, I think, is gonna be too broken. If I do that.
Yeah. Why don't you have multiple lives also for fun?
Yeah. Exactly. So probably negative matter will make more
negative
thematic sense. What page are you? I can try looking as well.
Oh wait, it's N. I'm stupid.
Oh, there you
go. Probably negate superpowers.
But that's
negative matter. Here it is. Sorry, I forgot alphabetic order. Okay. Okay, it repels weight.
Make things light.
I'm
repels all forms of matter.
Repel?
Bodies of positive matter and negative matter of the same weight.
So make things float?
Yeah. This is... I don't know what to tell you. I think that it does a lot of things. It's like one of those things like, I have negative matter. Can it do this?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we've found, too, is that most of the stuff you're going to have to...
arguing with the GM,
I'm down to
negotiating.
like capping down to handicapping myself because I don't want to keep track of all that. So I'm down like keep it like to 3 major effects, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can tightly hold an item like a knife and turn yourself into negative matter, and the knife will want to fly out of your hand.
So it's kind of like gravity, right? I make things light. I can propel, make things come. It's gravity.
Is that all?
Gravity spiker.
So you're just making everything bounce off of you. Bullets and other projectiles can't touch you.
No.
What I'm getting is like gravity manipulation around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What page is this? So I can write down and I can
284, 285.
280, yeah, 284, 285. So that or mimic.
Oh, I mean mimic.
I think this one, a mimic.
That'd be cool.
It's gonna be hard to not think, how can I win this? Because it's literally in the palm of my character. So
wow, that's super strong.
Mimic, right?
Crazy.
Yeah. Because I can just copy your power.
You can just copy the powers.
Yeah, then we can like never die. So Phil has to trap us in the phantom dimension. What is it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with negative matter.
Okay, thank God.
That's Mimic's a nightmare.
Great. Everyone is resurrected constantly.
Yeah, Mimic's a
super. All right.
I mean, you want like a really like overpowered supers game. So you get what you want.
I thought I did. I thought I did, but I don't think I do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. To be fair.
I mean, you guys are pretty strong with this stuff. It's pretty
cool.
Well, they're major super abilities. So
I mean, not dying may be more of a curse than, you know. There are more horrific ways to be neutralized.
Still age.
But does he come back younger? Like Comes back at 24 or something.
That'd be cool.
He does come. Does he come back younger? I think he does.
Because it's just like if you die, right?
I'm looking at it now.
At least 30 minutes younger.
30 minutes? Oh, so it gets stuck in a loop? Like they throw you in space and you keep dying and coming back like all the time?
Well, no, if it happens too close to one another, you can die. Like die.
Oh, so it's the gap. It's the cooldown. You gotta.
They gotta find you. They gotta find you in the cooldown.
Yeah, the recreated body will be perfect in the sense of being completely disease-free, healthy, unscathed, with all body parts complete and fully functional. Look identical to the previous one, including attributes, moles and birthmarks. And you don't have sick, insanity. You have no risk of insanity.
So better than treating you would be just killing you, euthanizing you, so you can.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. So you can't maintain the negative matter for longer than.
Yeah, there's
5 minutes per level, but
there's some limits on it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we will tweak that after.
Just kind of remember the hour per day part more.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 minutes is.
Oh, thank goodness they got metric. I was like, what is 50 pounds? Okay, that's not very heavy. Like,
no, it's not.
No.
Yeah. It's like a small child.
Well, anyone that's as much as you can't get within 3d4 feet.
So I can repel, huh? I mean, I guess it just make it harder for them to approach me. But won't stop a bullet. It does say something about projectiles. What was it?
You can really mess up a grocery store. You gotta walk in.
There you go. I walk in to make everything
this
like
produce aisle is a mess. All right. How do you guys feel about these powers?
Yeah, I can see
alter physical structure metal is ridiculous. You may want to read it.
They're all good. Yeah, I know about alter physical structure. Those are my favorite powers.
So I turn into this metal behemoth.
Yeah.
With incredible amounts of structural damage capacity, and AR-17, which means that to even damage that incredible amount, you have to roll higher than an 18. Otherwise, it bounces harmlessly off.
What?
I think it means you have to get over 17 to get through the SDC.
No, it actually says this in the thing. So, like, it's on page 247.
Okay.
In the description, it says this means in most cases an attacker must roll an 18 or higher to strike and inflict damage. Any roll to strike under the armor rating bounces harmlessly off the metal body. Rolls above the AR, 18 or higher, inflict full damage to the SDC of the armor, which is 800. So anything below 17 and under is just going to bounce off.
How would you convert that to total party skills?
I have no idea.
Okay, so it's TBS. So let's calm down for a second.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change this.
We can nerf you on the back.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to nerf that somehow.
Handicap you.
And I recover at 3 times the normal rate, and I have a horror factor, and I can carry 200 times my strength, and my strength is going to be at minimum 22 something superhuman.
Only when transformed, right? Do you have a limit? Like, can you?
No, there's no limit. There's no limit.
You just metal. Indefinitely metal.
Yep.
Colossus.
Oh man.
Well, the problem is if I walk around, is this big colossus, I'm going to attract a lot of attention.
Gotta make so you have to ingest iron every time you transform. You know.
Yeah.
So you have to eat iron-rich foods.
Also, he can still be gassed.
I can be gassed. Armor-piercing bullets again that strike above an 18 or higher do damage.
Psionics, magic.
They still do damage, and like super like explosions and stuff like that. That blast furnace heat that can do damage.
Okay, a nuke.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd be erased.
You can float around in space. That's cool. Except
normal punches, kicks, knives, swords, clubs, bullets do no damage.
Well, they should. Right?
Even if it's a roll higher than 18, it says they do no damage. Yeah. Normal.
Your character is going to be responsible for the death of mine, like first 10 minutes.
That's kind of crazy.
Okay, so you guys are super powered now.
Okay, so how do we convert these ideas into a TPS?
Okay, so
character
bend light and light expulsion. Maybe we kind of wrap that into one skill. What do you think?
I would think so.
Makes sense.
I think that's one skill.
It's kind of like a light manipulation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So literally rays of light, the waves, right?
Rays?
Yeah, so like laser beams. Laser beams would be light expulsion.
But I can bend. I just don't get is it like I can like Avatar bend it or
bending light?
What was it? It was energy expulsion.
Like Avatar. It's like
bend light and bend light was one, and energy expulsion was a different one.
Okay, so energy expulsion is going to be an offensive thing.
It's just,
bending light will be
can parry lasers.
Prism. You can do it.
You can create a blank spot, so you can make yourself invisible.
Oh, you can make yourself invisible.
I was wondering that.
And ultraviolet.
You can deflect lasers, other light beams.
Okay.
You can see into the infrared and ultraviolet.
So it's gonna be kind of like a predator camouflage, I guess.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, you can bend light around you. You can separate the color bands of light.
Oh, you can see infrared and ultraviolet too.
Can see. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I can make your guy invisible and.
Yeah, you could. Bend light,
manipulate
light radiation like a prism.
On the range or a light beam.
Okay, makes sense.
But that's one of those things, right? So we can kind of make that a higher difficulty sort of attempt. I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
I like to just have this all under the umbrella of light manipulation.
I can make so your cape is a rainbow pattern if you really make me angry. That's the only way I can get back at you.
Oh,
who's the gay metal guy?
You're Marvel now.
I'll never forgive you.
You're Disney Marvel now.
Yeah, that's right.
You can also radiate light like a human light bulb. It's good to know.
Okay.
One of my players in my weekly game has that power.
Energy expulsion.
And the way he role plays is the more he's losing control, the brighter he glows.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that you have light aura and winged flight. All right,
yeah,
cool.
Really angel-like.
We'll keep that stashed away, ready to go. Now we have a good idea what our heroes are like. We have a third player named Eli. He's been in a couple games with us.
Nice.
So that's cool. Anyways, so total party skills. Let's make total party skills characters. Crispy, I would appreciate it because I never actually made my character. If you could help us through that.
Of course.
But
your guide.
Basically it's gonna be you're gonna have body, mind, spirit.
That's correct. Those are the three attributes: body, mind, spirit.
And so body is going to be anything physical,
muscle, reflexes, physical appearance.
Yeah. So I think a lot of your metal power is probably going to be body related.
I would think so. And
but I like the idea of you being able to maybe at a high difficulty do like an iron will sort of
resist something when my spirit could be high.
Like but
yeah, I'm thinking
at the same time, psionics and magic is supposed to be your weakness. So
exactly. So I would say mind is low. So my memory, awareness, reasoning, mind would be low, more of a brute. Spirit is okay.
Do you think?
But
I don't know how to help you. Oh, you have to present. Do you think you can kind of get a character sheet?
Oh, sure. Let me grab one. I have one here. Let me just give me a second, and
I should have told you all this shit.
Total party character sheet. Let me grab one right here. Okay.
We don't prep, y'all.
No, preps for losers, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We're prepping right now.
Although this is prep.
Okay.
But I don't prep my prep.
All right, let me just see.
That's where I draw the line.
Share screen. I'm going to do a window, and I'll share my total parties character sheet. There it is. Do you want to add that there, sir?
I do. God, I do.
Okay. Oh, we probably need to make it bigger. Let me do that.
Make it big.
Can we just?
All right. So, you body, mind, and spirit all starts at 1, and you can add 3.
That's correct.
And I think because you're supers, I'm kind of okay with Crispy you getting an extra body.
Okay,
maybe
so
Nicholas getting an extra spirit because I feel like he's like an angel. But I'll let you pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to pick whichever one.
Body.
Okay.
Mind is mental stuff. Spirit is going to be like strength of will, like charisma things.
Okay, and we all start at 1, and we got 3 to allocate, and we get an extra 1, so we have 4 to allocate.
I'm going to give you 4 to allocate. Is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to create your characters because that makes. I felt dirty just now, even suggesting.
Yeah, you did.
I'd like to apologize.
All right, I've got mine ready, I think.
In fact, now, Nicholas, I'm not letting you take spirit because
then, it would go against it. Yeah.
All right, I've got mine.
And my hands are clean.
4 body, 1 mind, 2 spirit is what I've got.
Okay.
So it starts 1 each, and then
you have 3 to add, and because you're a superhero, you get an extra 1.
4. Yeah.
Okay. Wait a second. So I guess my light powers are spirit, not mind.
I'm okay with that.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
If you want to tie it to your spirit, that's fine with me.
Okay, so I guess
for sure. I don't even know if I should even approve anything. I feel dirty just approving.
Oh, come on. You can say
tell me what it is.
You can say no, you filthy World of Darkness player, you.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna
I like that.
I'm gonna make
spirit though, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna make spirit 3.
Cool.
And then add 2 to mind. There's already 4, do you know?
So 1, 3, 3.
Okay, I did 4, 1, 2.
Yeah, 1 through 3.
Cool.
Then your derived health, sanity, and morale is just that score plus 2. So my health is 6, my sanity is 3, my morale is 4.
Can you repeat that?
So if you look at right next to body, mind, spirit, you have your health pools essentially.
Oh yes.
So you just add 2 to that score. So my body score was 4. I add 2 to it to get my health. That's 6. You can just go down the line.
It's basically 3 different types of health pool.
Oh
yeah, and so enemies can target any of those 3. Sanity, morale, or health.
So it's 355 for me.
Yeah, that's good. And then next to that, you can see the status penalty.
I'm just going to throw this out there so that you know, I'm probably tying your flight into a body check. If you ever get into like a reason to roll flight.
Well, for agility or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to fly, do like those really high speed drone flights that are through abandoned
Yeah, if you ever
buildings.
get into like a chase or like you're trying to do something.
How would like my negative matter if I'm using that to like help me fly? How would that play out? Like I assist my flight with my gravity manipulation.
Well, it's not really gravity manipulation. You're repelling yourself against matter, and it's meant to be like stuff that's lighter.
It's like kind of magnet powers, right?
Sort of. Except it's not metal based.
I see.
It's anything with mass.
So I guess I can just assist myself on the takeoff, and maybe easy my landing with this.
With your wings?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, with the matter as well.
It doesn't seem like you can make. Oh, I see what you're saying. Make it easier because you're repelling against the ground.
Yeah, I mean, like sustaining flight is gonna be just the wings I get. That's body, but like maybe the launch off, like he uses like this extra propulsion by repelling himself.
Of
Phil,
course.
I'm gonna go grab my TPS book. Just give me 1 second, okay?
But how would that play out in the game? Like, would I get like how would that mechanically speaking?
Probably wouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, what do you need to jump off of the ground quickly for?
You tell me you're gonna drop like a meteor on me. I don't know.
We're gonna. I like this.
The Iron Phoenix is a nice name.
Yeah. This will be mine. This will be mine.
It's a marketable name. It's a branding that can be a Angelique.
I'm pretty sure.
That sounds like a woman's
sure
name.
It's Angelique.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
I mean, I believe you, man. You tell me.
All right. I don't know. Why would it do anything? Like, if you could make it do something, then I guess it does something.
Okay. That's like just like getting off the ground faster if I have to, you know.
Okay.
Or if I
or if the ground faster.
If I'm landing, it's gonna be a rough landing. I can like easy the landing because I, trying to repel myself from the ground.
I don't hate it. I'm into it.
Because I feel that that's something he would do, especially because his body is not very developed. He's relying on the powers more than the wings.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe
I would still almost make it a body check though.
No, that's good.
But it would be like body negative. What's your power called? Negative matter?
Yeah. Is there any mechanics like how do the target number, the difficulty work? Like, do you call the difficulty?
Yeah. I'm gonna probably tell you what the difficulty is. So after you say what you're doing, I'll probably have like an overlay or whatever graphic that says what the difficulty of your action is.
Fair enough.
Should I have another overlay that says like body, mind, or spirit? Or should we just always tie the attribute to the skill like they do in TPS? That's kind of how TPS is. It's like always the same attribute. Something I noticed. I'm not a big fan of that. I like World of Darkness's way, but
I think you can. I don't know. It kind of depends. You could, I suppose, you could make the argument that if you're like, for example, my guy, the metal guy, if I'm trying to do a shock and awe, I'm targeting sanity or morale. Like, so I would have to say I try to break the morale by, bending the car in half or ripping it apart with my bare hands. Like,
start chewing it.
Okay. So, but that would still be body, right?
Like I could do that. No, the way I was just looking at that because there is. I'll look it up. You keep going. I'll look it up. There's something about that I seem to recall reading.
Okay. Well, let's just keep going with creation then.
Yeah, just keep going.
All right. So after that, we're picking skills.
Yeah, and you have 15 normally in normal character creation. You have 15 skills to pick.
Okay. Now, because you guys have superpowers and it takes you time and effort to cultivate your superpowers, I am not inclined to give you additional skill points.
Okay, that's fine.
Fair.
So you, the max you can put in a skill is 3. Is that right?
The max you can put in to a skill at level 1 is 3 in character creation.
So I think we stick with that. 3 seems fine.
Sure.
All right. So
now you should be thinking
so let's think
the other
what
thing
our,
too.
Yeah, go for it.
One before we go to skills, one thing that is recommended is that you consider an occupation, and the occupation will give you kind of base skills that you choose from.
Oh yeah.
So the way this works, it's in your character concepts, page 40, Phil, if you're following along.
Yep.
Character origin.
Sorry, I don't have the PDF for this, guys.
I don't either. I just have the physical.
I just have the physical.
So the character is on page 42, excuse me. Character's occupation could be referred to as their job, class, profession, rank, or department. And it lists the school of skills they may place points within to reflect that occupation's training, often a signature piece of equipment as well. And then it gives a number of jobs. So sample classes would be athlete, clergy, noble, warrior, philosopher, yada, yada, yada. Sample jobs would be detective, actor, soldier, goon, assassin, occultist, professor. And then it gives schools that would be appropriate for that. And you may place points within that.
Okay. So do you get bonus points for picking that? Or
I seem to recall that you get 3. Let's see here. Yeah, so depending on the game setting, characters will receive 3 of their total points to place first within the school of skills listed with their occupation. So it's included in the 15 total.
So what does it do for you?
So it just suggests that you would start with those 3, or those first 3 points go within your school of skills. It's not additional. It's still part of the 15.
Okay. So it just wants you to at least put 3 into a specific school.
Yeah. So for example, if I say I'm a goon, then my school is body. So I would start off by taking 3 points and putting them into agility, beauty, or strength.
Right.
One choice as to where I'm going to put them all.
Beauty.
Right? They're all going strength.
Yeah.
So I'd have a 3 in strength, and then I'd have 12 points to allocate between other skills.
Okay.
Including martial skills. So martial skills are a little different. If you look at this, Nick, the parry adds to the difficulty class of melee attacks made at me. So it's not actually something I add to my own rolls. It adds to the difficulty class of the enemies trying to hit me. Okay. Same thing with dodge, which is just ranged attacks. I'm not going to be putting anything into dodge. But it might make sense for you to do that.
Yeah. That'll probably be...
And then strike, you would add strike as a bonus on all attack rolls, melee or ranged. And then your ranged attacks. Oh, I'm trying to scroll. I'm in StreamYard trying to scroll down. Like, why isn't it scrolling? All right. So down here under combat skills, you have boxing, melee weapons, and ranged weapons. And if you have a skill in strike, you would add that bonus to whatever bonus you have in the appropriate combat skill. And then you would roll body plus that number.
Okay.
That makes sense? So for example, my body is 4. If I had let's say I put 3 points into boxing and 3 points into strike, I would roll 4d6 and I would add 6 to the result. And that would be my check.
Okay.
If my body was 2,
your body's 4. You have 2
roll
in
4d6.
strike.
Yeah, and I'd say I had 3 in strike and I had 3 in boxing. Then I would have a +6. That's the 3 in strike plus the 3 in boxing, and then my body is 4d6, so I'd roll 4d6 plus 6.
Right. Awesome. So remember, you can only have up to 3.
Yes.
Any skill, and that includes your martial skills.
That's right.
I feel like the occupation is probably super, but if you want to,
are we doing the civilian life?
Oh, you have to have an alternate. Yeah, absolutely. You should have a.
I can't though. I have wings.
You have wings. Yeah, you can't. I'm a window cleaner. Oh, okay.
Why don't you take your super big trench coat off?
I'm obviously a dock worker. Obviously.
I guess I could use the light bending to try and make the wings invisible, but that would be a constant mental strain.
You could be the guy that changes the light bulbs on radio towers.
Exactly. That's how I make money.
Yeah. Just fly up there and change the light bulb. It's good money. Good work if you can get it.
Yeah. It's very safe for me too. Yeah. It's very easy. It's actually very easy.
Or you could just do like realtor video files like over houses that they're selling. You could just work for realtors.
Like, what time
you should
frame
you should probably think about the origins of your guy, Like just a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't spend a year on it. Just
what do you mean?
I was thinking
I'm gonna have a table of contents.
Yeah.
It'll be organized by decade.
Yeah. I'm thinking
here we are building our character before we have a concept. What kind of get a concept?
I think maybe my guy who was born with the wings, but he tried to hide his whole life. That's why he never really developed his flight so much. Like he deciding to maybe the light powers came in after his life. I don't know how edgy it is, but I thought like his name could be like Nephilim. So maybe he could be like half human or not, and that's where the other powers come from.
Well, my name is obvious. Anvil.
Anvil.
The Metal Man.
The Metal Man. That's awesome. I don't know enough to know if I should care if you're called Nephilim, so I'm fine with it, I guess. I don't get.
I just don't.
Does that mean you're like one of those giants from like biblical times?
Yeah. So depending on the version, I guess Gnosticism thinks they're half angels, half humans, like angels that inbred with human, not inbred, but bred with humans.
Okay. Oh, is that where like the 13 families? Those guys.
I think you're talking about the tribes of Israel.
I don't know. I heard that there was like these super elites that had Nephilim blood in them or something.
Oh yeah, people say they're like some remnants.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of YouTube rabbit holes crossed, so I don't know which one we're talking about.
Yes. But I didn't know about his like would he have a normal life at this point? But then
so something else to remember, this isn't in regards to your background, but it's a system thing.
But I'm trying to
marry.
Yeah.
The creation.
Sure. I was just going to say one thing about focus because it's often overlooked. If you're trying to shrug off damage because you've taken damage, you will roll the damage appropriate or the attribute appropriate to the damage you've taken. So whether that's, and I found that, Phil, where the different types of attacks. Mm-hmm. So there's attacks that'll target your psyche or what have you. That's on page 21, Phil. If you're trying to resist those or reduce the damage, you'll roll a focus check. And the focus, so having something in focus is usually a good idea because you'll end up using it. For example, if someone targets me, they're trying to target my sanity or something. They're tormenting.
Where's focus? I don't even see it.
It's
focus
skills.
Is under spirit. It's a spirit skill. But the way it works is if you're trying to resist physical damage or shrug off some physical damage, you'll roll body plus focus to determine if you've resisted it.
Oh, is that the same with mind and focus and then spirit and focus?
That's right.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Focus is an important one.
Yeah.
Let me just see here if I can find the page for you on that.
It's interesting, but it's a spirit skill.
It is a spirit skill, yes. It's will and determination, but
so it's one of those exceptions to the.
Just look at the combat rules here.
Very interesting. You need to learn this system better. I'm gonna run
it. Yep. It's just called shrugging damage.
I'm just shrugging the rules.
It's on page 28. So all of the stuff there is on there. Page 28.
Okay.
So it describes it all there. And it's like 2 short paragraphs. It's easy.
All right.
Sorry,
Crispy. I feel like I'm letting you down, Crispy. I apologize.
I will get over it.
Right.
You're cutting me off. I suggest an idea. You say it's a bad idea. I don't feel.
Who said that?
welcome.
Who said it had a bad idea?
Probably.
Mr. Nephilim.
That was such a
Yeah. I'm gonna be the Aquaman of the group.
So
I'm gonna eat fish and chips every time. I'll just be constantly eating fish and chips. Oh, sorry, you knew this one? Oh, what was his name? He's tasty.
So you got any ideas on your origin there, Crispy? You got any thoughts on it? Thoughts, feelings?
My original thought was it could tie in with that my major power of multiple lives.
Yeah.
So I came back and this, now that I've come back, I've got this new ability where I can change my body into this physical structure, this metal thing. It's super cool. And maybe there's something wrong with that. Like if I die again, maybe that'll change. Maybe I won't be able to alter physical structure metal. Maybe it'll be something else.
Oh, so you've only died one time?
I've only died once. It was let's call it it's a construction accident.
Yeah.
I fell off
Steel beams,
sky. Yeah,
you.
I was doing high steel. Yeah, that's right. I was doing like a high iron worker, and just a regular blue collar Joe.
Yeah.
And I was up working on a skyscraper under construction, and there was an accident, and I fell to my death. And then a bunch of iron, like big metal I-beams, fell on top of me. But then about 30 minutes later, I wake up in my apartment.
Bun naked.
Yeah. But like everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Except now I can turn into this metal creature. I've absorbed all of if only the guy with wings was around. He was busy washing windows across the. So at any rate, that's my so just a normal. Where are we anyway? Are we in New York or some
city of Independence City?
Independence City.
Okay.
I love it.
What time period? Like, what time frame are you going with?
Oh, modern, please, or like
90s.
Yeah, but like how modern? Like what tech is available?
90s, 2000s.
2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Okay.
So like iPhones aren't out yet, but everything else.
Flip phones got the Nokia.
It right after September 11th to make it real topical.
Oh, there we go. So I fell, and that's there we go. So
I've recently played in that time frame. So yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go pre-September 11th. I don't know.
So you said you had an accident on a building. Was that it?
Yeah, I fell.
On September
sure you don't
11th?
want to have fallen in a vat of molten metal?
No, that's been done too many times. I'm not the Joker.
I feel like there should be a vat.
But maybe there's a secret about how I fell. Like maybe it was an accident after all.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I was underground boxer, and I was supposed to throw a fight, and I decided I wasn't going to throw the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guys that bet a lot of money on me losing are upset, and so they arrange for an accident to happen. And now they're really upset because now I'm alive.
You cannot. They shoot you, nothing happens. Yeah.
Workers' Compensation Board is all over this. Like there's a safety where OSHA is really upset. Like there's all sorts of investigations. And then I just show up with my like lunch kit that's dented now. I'm like, hey guys.
Oh, I didn't read this part before, but you kind of lose a level.
Yeah.
And physical endurance.
So you lose memories.
Palladium.
You lose like a little bit of memory.
Yeah.
Your
in
brain
the
cells
game,
don't.
The way they try to limit this from just being you never die is that every time you come back, you start to lose your physical endurance until the point where you don't have physical endurance to come back. Your life force isn't strong enough to reconstitute itself.
Tinfoil man now.
Yeah.
Also, the higher level you are, the longer it takes to regenerate.
Yes.
That's interesting.
That gives your enemies time to find your body as it's regenerating.
You got to track your life force.
Yeah, my body turns to ash when I die. And then the energy just reforms somewhere else.
I wonder if it looks like anything. Does it?
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah, it's like a glowing outline of a person.
Yeah. Going, oh!
Yeah. Or like rolling down the windows. Oh, no.
Just following him in the
you have to relive the sensor the experience when you died first time every time.
Relive the experience? What do you mean?
Yeah, like his sensory inputs replicate the first time he died. Every time he has to, reborn or respawn.
No, you can stay in your lane, Nick. This is my guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I'm just suggesting it.
Just kidding.
I don't like or dislike that idea.
Just kidding. I like it.
Cool. Maybe someone, and maybe there's something you don't even know about.
Maybe.
I keep it in the pocket.
I'll have some secrets, of course.
The Master of Fate, orchestrating
all you
everything.
know is you fell off a building and got a construction job.
Yeah, I'm a construction worker by day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, all right.
The rest is mine.
And then I'll just figure out the skills and put them appropriately.
Okay.
Like
I'll need help with that later on because.
Shall we do the skills now?
Sure.
Okay. So let's talk about what skills we're going to invent for you guys. So the metal skill.
Right.
Do you even have skills?
No, it just is a bonus to strength.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're just strong.
Strong and very hard to hurt.
Very hard to hurt.
Yeah.
And you resurrect yourself. You're not really doing a lot.
So, I mean, the main thing, I guess, here would be while I'm in metal form, and only while I'm in metal form, the difficulty to hit me would be higher, right?
Okay.
Because it's all based on difficulty class.
So for sure, you're going to have more hit points.
Right? So that's my health score, right?
Your health score needs to be higher.
So my health score could be higher if I'm in metal form. And
so
then
why don't we give you how many? So basically, you need more optimal levels, right?
Not levels so much.
Can you scroll up?
Sure, of course.
Okay, well, I didn't.
I was like, I don't know why you want to see the top, but okay, you can see it.
So the status, you have health.
Yes, and my health is 6 because my body is high at 4.
Okay, so you should get additional health.
Yeah, so like metal form health.
And then how do we make it so that you don't lose the health? So that would be a focus.
Yeah, so that would just be my focus. But I'll put a point in focus, and then if I'm taking physical damage, to resist, the way that works is you have to roll a focus check with the attribute that's tied to the damage you're taking, and you have to beat a 10. Well, I'm rolling 4d6 plus something. So I'm more often than not, I'm going to beat a 10. If I beat a 10, I take half damage. So you could say, keep your health the same, just keep it at 6. But if you make your focus roll, you don't take any damage, not half damage. You just take no damage.
That's fine. I think what we should do also is make your metal skill replace your focus, your body plus focus with your metal skill.
And then metal body.
Yeah, so instead, if you're taking physical damage, you roll like metal body.
Yeah.
And then if you succeed, then you don't take any damage.
Got it. That makes sense.
And then I think you should also get like 3 additional health.
Okay.
Well, if you get like bonked in the head.
Sorry?
Does that seem like enough?
That seems like too much.
For sure. Okay, then let's make it you get additional health based on your metal rating.
Okay.
Although that's probably going to be 3.
So metal body 3, So then I'm still at 9 health. Okay, that makes sense.
I think it's supposed to be super powerful. So
yeah,
I got a question. Let's say you get like a car hits you in the head, like you don't get damage, but will that make you dizzy or like you know like?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because that could go against my mind. Like so, I'm dizzy. I lose focus. Yeah, so I'd be vulnerable to those other forms of damage because it's my metal body's not going to help me
if you get hit with a car in the head.
Well, it probably would help me there because that's going to be damage, right?
You're just like
they always throw cars at each other.
And you're just like, what happened?
Yeah, it would just bounce off.
Something happened to me.
I'm like, hey, what's going on? Is that a Kia? That felt like a Kia. Throw American made or nothing at all. I mean, the least you could do is hit me with a Dodge.
And by that token, I think the metal rating should also improve your strength skill for purposes of feats of strength.
For feats of strength. So, okay, makes sense.
And I think, I mean, I don't know, adding your fighting damage.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing that's different in this game. In this game, damage is static. You don't roll damage. So if you look at, like a standard, striking someone with your fist or something like that, that's going to be like 1 damage typically. But maybe my metal body would be whatever my metal body is that's the damage. Like, so like, for example, what is it here? Yeah. So like a sword does 2 damage, a revolver does 2 damage, a pistol does 3 damage, a shotgun does 4 damage. They're just it's static damage. It's like your laser eyes.
What does a sword do?
A sword does 2.
Okay.
Like a laser gun would be 3 damage.
Well, why don't we make your punches do your metal rating and damage?
That makes sense. Yep, that's cool.
And then I'm just trying to like think of ways to make your skill do a thing.
Well, that makes sense. Those 3 things are great. I can roll metal body to try to resist damage with the target of whatever you decide based on the type of damage. So like if the damage is more intense, then the target number could be higher.
Say that again.
So normally when you roll focus to try to have damage, you have to beat a target number of 10. But you could play with that, Phil. You could say, no, this damage is a lot higher than that. That's a train that just ran into you. So it's the target number is 18. Like you can play with that.
Okay. Is it usually 10?
It's usually 10. To make a focus roll to try to avoid damage, it's a 10. It's considered a difficulty 10.
Comparing your fist to a shotgun seems pretty comparable.
Yeah, it does.
I wouldn't make your fist like twice as lethal as a shotgun.
No. It's just, you're just hitting. It's like being hit with a mace.
Yeah.
From someone that's really strong. So like a shotgun is fine. What I was saying is if I get hit.
If you get hit.
If I get hit, you've said that I can roll metal body to not take damage, but the target to not take damage on a focus check on a shrugging damage roll, it's always a hard difficulty. The hard difficulty is 10. So you could say, well, and this is a very difficult. Like it's not hard, it's very. So you can play with that a little bit. So
one thing I want to give you is I still want to make you impervious to like punch, knife.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But okay, I hear you.
You hear me? Okay. I think that's good. I mean, that's great.
It's about the same as Focus 3.
Yeah. But the difference is that it adds to my damage and it's added to my health. So I think that's totally fine.
Okay.
Totally fine.
Okay. Now, do you have a multiple lives skill?
No. That's going to have to just be... No, I wouldn't think so.
Make you roll body plus lives to see if you reincarnate.
Sure. Absolutely.
I would do that because then you have to put points in it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it's not a skill.
And just remember, in this particular system, in total party skills, you have to get higher than the target number. So if the target number is 10, then a 10 fails. You have to get an 11 or higher. Just, it's a little different that way. So
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that.
That's what it says.
Might just change that.
You can change it if you want.
I'm so easy. I change everything for some reason.
But that's how that works.
I'm the gamer they warned you about.
Yeah, you are.
Doesn't take things seriously. All right. I think you're good with that.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'll go through and get my skills. I'll take care of all that.
Okay. Well, I'm curious to hear what you pick.
Yeah, I'll work on that now, and then after you're done with Nick, I can.
Okay, Nicholas, you have light, just kind of like generic light skill.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Light.
And then negative energy. And then flight. Like you have 3 skills.
Energy and flight.
I would think that the flight, you're only going to roll it when it's like a tense situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So would light be spirit then? Just so I can.
What do you think?
As I guess makes
it's gonna be
sense.
It's based on your concept, as far as I'm concerned. So.
Yeah. Then spirit, and I think negative energy as well. In my head, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. The good news is your mind and spirit are the same, so probably not gonna matter.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the point distribution again?
Of what?
How much do I have to,
Gonna give a shout out. Hey Cody.
Hey Cody.
We're inventing a game.
Yeah.
By standing on the shoulders of others.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So was it like 3 points? I have to choose between my skills. I have to like
15 skill points.
Oh, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a cap? Initial cap?
Yes. You can only get 3 in each skill.
Oh, okay.
In a skill.
Okay. So I suppose I'm going 3 with in light and negative energy. The main power. And I got to try that mentally. Focus. Agility. Dodge, parry, and strike is separate, or is it within the same 15 points?
They are
same 15.
In the same 15.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, 3 in dodge makes it 9. Okay. So I got 6 points remaining. So agility. Will I use agility?
Are you going to be agile?
If I'm to do a maneuver.
The stealth.
Yeah, so combat movement is determined by your agility.
So any kind of acrobatic stealth check. Or...
a higher agility
I'm flying.
You're flying,
and
so I would say
maneuver.
agility is higher. Yeah.
I would say if you're flying and you're doing a maneuver, you're doing a flight check.
So maybe you have a different skill called flight.
But since you have 3 skills, I'm okay with tying it into agility if you want. You just say you have flight, because Crispy only has to have like 1 skill, so it's
basically.
So my agility and flight are the same.
Yeah.
Like
we'll tie agility into flight maneuvers and flight ability.
So I can so my agility will be my flight as well. Is that it? Did I get that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You do not have a flight skill now.
Okay. Makes sense.
If I will make you check a flight check, it'll be an agility check. Okay.
So so I guess it's still 3 on those. Beauty, strength, knowledge. So strike is me hitting things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's ranged or melee.
Okay.
Both.
I'm gonna put another 3 on that, which leaves me with Another 3 points.
I'm also happy with you if you don't want to take strike. You can use your light skill as your combat skill. You know what I'm saying?
I'll leave it 2 then. And I have 4 points left. I'm gonna put.
Wait. What do you think, Crispy? Should I make light the combat skill and then let him keep the martial, or do I make? That's probably the way to do it, right?
Keep the martial, because the martial applies to all sorts of attacks.
That's my beam attack, right?
Yeah.
Because I still have some other light powers
for his beam powers, like his light powers.
Yeah.
That's the way to. I think I would suggest.
So make light a combat skill.
Yeah.
And then the strike martial skill will apply to your light attacks.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
If I want to do my light manipulation, my light bending, would that be a separate skill then?
Yes. Well, it'd be the same light skill you'd roll. You just wouldn't add strike to it.
Putting all your light stuff is in the same stuff, and I'm also making it the combat skill.
Gotcha.
For your light emission.
I think that makes sense. I like that solution because I think that's a good solution.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 in perception.
Okay.
Which makes me 13. I got only 2 points left. And 2 in knowledge.
Cool.
That'll be it. So okay, I got.
Can you tell me what you did?
Yeah. So it's agility 3, knowledge 2, perception 2, light 3, and negative energy 3. Oh, dodge 3 and strike 2.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I got mine too.
You guys are marshaled up.
So
ready to kick an ass.
I gotta be, man.
So I did the same thing. I did strike 3, parry 1, nothing in dodge.
I hope you guys are ready for some diplomatic.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to talk our way through things. So I put 1 into charisma.
Okay, you're good, because I have none.
I got 1 into charisma. I put 1 into technology with the idea that it's power tools.
Yeah.
And I'm really not very good at it because I have a 1 in mind.
Yeah.
And then
you're a monkey
metal body 3, and then focus 1, agility 1, parry 1, boxing 2.
Why even take parry?
Well, yeah,
it's a little. I nerfed you a little bit. I don't think it's as strong as the Palladium one.
Yeah, you're right. Well, parry will help because then those that are trying to hit me, it's going to just bounce off.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can always just roll my metal body and it bounces off. You know what?
Should I just give you?
I'm just going to give. I'm
going to take parry off. Powers?
I'm going to take parry off, and I'll just put.
Should I make a metal offense and metal defense?
No, just keep it simple. It's metal body 3.
But I could
do your clothes.
Hear me out, Crispy.
Okay. Do your clothes.
Metal offense is like your boxing and I don't want to make it strike. Boxing and feats of strength. Okay.
Okay.
Offense. And then your metal defense skill will be parry and focus.
Okay.
Or should I make it? See, now I'm making it 3 things: parry, focus, and additional health.
Well, we could do it that way.
Really strong though.
Or we could just keep it simple and say, okay, if you're hitting something, it's not your metal body. That's just going to add to the damage. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be your body plus strike plus boxing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Eli. Oh, fantastic.
Sorry, guys. I've been out all day.
So if we do that, then Phil, just to play devil's advocate here, that was still very strong because I put as a striker, I put in points there. I've got points in boxing, plus I have 4 in body, so it's pretty strong. If I get hit, I roll body. I add my metal body score, and then I have to beat a 10, or if you say it's higher.
Why do you roll your body if you get hit?
Because that's how you roll to shrug damage.
Oh, for focus, for body metal, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm still using that metal body.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll be easy to remember. Like it's just gonna you use this. you don't use this to attack because the
Yeah,
fact that your
because
body,
I
you're
can't
not.
give you parry and
No, exactly. No. So it's easier just to keep it simple,
right.
trying to keep it to a
I'm already giving you
minimal.
4d6 plus 3.
Yeah, it'd be way too much, right? It's already a lot. So just, I think we just leave it as is.
Stop trying to
my
get more
guy's
stuff, God.
Yeah, I've got enough stuff. This is.
But the okay, so the alternative is I split it up into 2 skills.
Yeah.
Okay? This is more of a way to nerf you more because Nicholas has to do 2 skills.
Right.
So you have metal defense, metal offense. Metal offense is the what the hell are we talking about? The damage.
Yeah, that's not my 3 damage
strike,
instead of 1. Yeah.
Damage and boxing. So damage and boxing and feats of strength.
Okay.
I don't care being like underpowered.
I don't. It's not up to you. I don't care if you care.
Okay.
So, and then your metal defense is going to be your focus, melee or focus health, whatever.
Yeah. Body
health
plus...
levels, and what was the other thing we were making?
Oh yeah, so you instead of having a 6 health, I have a 9 health when I'm in metal form, and then I roll body and metal body plus body, or body for the pool of dice plus metal body as my focus to shrug off damage.
Yeah,
which is still pretty. It's still really strong.
Yeah, but then that way you have 2 super skills, and then Nick has 2 super skills.
There we go.
Because he's having to dump 3 into both. I think you should have to dump 3 into both.
And I did. Yeah, I did.
Cool. All right, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I think it also gives
100%.
you a reason not to take boxing, though. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll still take the boxing because I said I was a boxer. And that's how I was supplementing my income.
Oh, if you want to,
I'll take it. I just won't add it when I'm using my
suffer. Good.
I'm still getting a +6 on this attack, so it's like it's still a lot.
Really all right. Hey, Eli.
Hey, I'm just trying to catch up. I'm trying to find this character sheet. Oh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's hard to find.
We haven't given out the character sheet. Have we given out this character?
No,
sheet?
I haven't.
Okay. Okay. I thought I found one on DM scale, but
there is one, and it's,
I got it.
It's this
yep,
one.
I found it. Yep, I got it.
All right. Well, then that means we have to get your superpowers figured out, buddy.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
But you guys have. I'm sorry, I didn't see your you guys were playing today. Oh, shopping and
Yeah. So Nick has got really cool flashy powers, and
boom,
they're really nice.
Okay,
and Crispy is immortal.
And I'm immortal and I'm made of metal. I'm like Colossus, but immortal.
Okay.
He's like Colossus, except when he dies, he comes back.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And Nicholas, you are? What was it again?
I basically can manipulate light, and I have wings.
Yeah. And he has this like negative energy field around him he can turn on, which deflects bullets and people and throws people
it's
around.
Like matter.
Interesting.
Okay.
So here's the first choice you have to make, Eli.
It's been 30 years, but I used to play Palladium a lot.
Okay. Well, we're bastardizing this.
Okay.
Because we're gonna put total party skills.
Should I roll, or we're doing this random?
We random to the powers, but we picked between 3 options. And actually, it's not these options; it's in my old one, but they are here. The options are: you can have 5 minor powers, you can have 1 major, 3 minors, or you can have 2 majors. So you pick there.
1 major and 3 minor, I think, is what I'll do.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, so we're rolling those.
All right, just loading my Sophie's dice.
Do you want to roll your major first?
Yeah, I don't think my dice are coming up right now. They're not working, but I'll roll here. 12.
All right, energy absorption.
Oh, like Bishop.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And now let's roll 3 minors.
47.
Okay. Adhesion.
Oh, he's web crawler.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Spider-Man. That's cool.
He's climbing up electric poles.
Yes, he is.
28.
Okay. Flight wingless.
Oh, wow.
I'll let you reroll that because it's
flyers.
kind of two. Those two kind of.
Yeah, they're two movement powers. 36 mental stun.
Mental stun.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Mental stun.
Nice.
And 78.
Underwater ability.
Oh, you know what? That actually kind of some eels. That made me think of eels, man.
Yeah, you're the electric
Are you
eel.
an eel?
Yeah. You're the Aquaman of the group. Finally, I'm not the Aquaman anymore.
So I guess you re-rolled it already, but would you prefer adhesion or wingless flight?
I think the flight would be better.
I do too.
Probably better.
I think it's better.
Okay.
We can bully Crispy.
Yes.
He cannot fly.
You can put your hands on the
fly.
building while you're flying, and no one will know.
You can try Hulk jumping.
All right, so let's take a look at energy absorption.
You're gonna have to go full.
Am I in
screen,
the? I think I'm still in the minors.
Let me check. Energy absorption. Was that a major? Yeah, I think
That
it
was the major.
Page 273.
Okay. Draining touch. Can drain energy out of an item, like a car battery and stuff.
1 gigawatt per level of experience. That's
What?
10,000 car batteries. That's awesome.
That's your maximum absorption capacity. All right, and then you can discharge it into stuff.
Okay.
Breaking it.
So I get all of these. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, this is all off of energy
all of it.
absorption. This is
You get all of it.
Okay.
You're going to be able to shoot light beams.
Which
Okay,
is
let's go back here.
completely harmless.
Energy flash. Discharge suddenly. Strikes everyone within an area. So it's like an EMP. Strikes everybody. Innocent bystanders as well, turns out.
Yeah.
You can glow.
Oh, neat.
You can shoot a light beam. It's a lot of similarities.
To stun, but it says no damage, only to stun. Right?
It's just, it's not the same.
Just stun.
It's just stun.
Yeah.
No
so
damage.
bright, it can blind someone for 1d4 rounds. 1d4 plus 1.
That is so strong. 1 round. You think about this system. Well, we're using TPS, so it's a little different. But
okay,
in Palladium,
it is very strong.
That's very strong. If you can stun someone for a round, that can be a game changer.
Yeah, no parry, no dodging.
No parry, no dodge, and it's common for people to have at 5 to 7 attacks per round.
An automatic parry.
Well, it's blind.
Auto dodge.
Yeah. So you're -8 on melee. For the first round.
It's actually really good.
And then -6, yeah. Faux show. That's a good way to spend an action. All right. So there's that. Keep that in our heads. Then we had mental stun.
Yes, mental stun.
Mental stun. That's cool. This might be our first character with a kind of high mind.
Maybe. I mean, Nicholas has a.
Mine was fairly
Yours was high, Nick.
He dumped.
Mine is spirit. Yeah.
So Eli maybe yours was spirit, right? Yours
He's
was
got 3
spirit.
And mine.
I'm focused. Yeah, my focus is spirit.
Okay.
Anyways, power that attacks the balance motors. Blah blah blah. Lose 1 attack per melee, so locks them down. It's kind of not as good as blinding with light.
Yeah.
No,
it's just not quite as good, and it takes 3 hand-to-hand attacks.
Yeah, and but it's more. Yeah, it's directed.
I'll offer you a re-roll on that one because I feel like you can already do better than that.
All right.
Do you want to re-roll it?
Sure.
I mean, it's non-visual, so that's the thing.
It's true.
That's true. That's true.
Nah, but there's already some crazy synergy going on.
I'm offering you a re-roll.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, right.
65.
This is the same Phil that gave us a hard time for re-rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to.
Now we're talking.
Whatever it is.
I'll re-roll it. It'd be fun to see.
Okay.
Heightened sense of smell. Here we go.
Now we're smelling. And underwater powers.
Sure, that makes sense.
It smells like fish.
Smells like
shark.
fish. But what kind of fish?
You shark you.
Did you seriously rolled heightened sense of smell? That's what you got? Interesting.
You have the weirdest Mod Podge for sure.
Hey, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Okay. So you have
that's
a
actually
heightened sense of smell.
that could be cool. Track by scent.
Wow, that is good.
Difficult to surprise because you'll see.
That's like
you can smell
like Wolverine, right? He can
+1 to initiative, +1 to dodge. That's actually not bad.
Okay.
I was thinking it would be dumb, but it's not. It's good.
How dare you? Wolverine spent his entire career proving it wasn't dumb.
Yeah, the guy that smokes cigars has got a heightened sense of smell. Figure that one out.
He's got to dumb it down.
He's got to stick his head out the window.
What the fuck am I doing? All right, what was that? Oh, underwater.
Underwater ability.
So I don't know how I'm going to get away with 2 skills for you because these are all like different.
They're all different.
I guess some of these are going to be like.
You can always just give them more skill points. That's fine. Just give them more skill points.
Wait, did all of you just take 2 major powers instead?
I took 2 majors, but I think Nick, you took 2.
No, I did the same as Eli.
Yeah, you did the same.
Except he got a lot of like synergy.
Yeah.
Okay. Underwater abilities. I mean, I guess just bend light and light. Synergy, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Wow.
I'll probably
when you're in water, you have extraordinary strength.
Oh, that's cool.
And I bring an inflatable pool.
Obviously.
You can go up to 1.5 miles underwater. You
breathe just like you're on land, like oxygen.
So this seems like one I wouldn't have to give you a skill for. Just kind of give you boons in the water.
Yeah.
Because basically you breathe underwater, you can survive depths, extraordinary strength, you're tougher, and you hit better. Parry stuff. Am I missing anything? Is this jump kick? No, that's a different page. All right.
Okay.
Did we get them all? Did we hit them all?
That's way better than I thought it would be.
Yep. And then flight wingless, but I think that's
okay. Flight wingless is going to basically work like Nicholas. Yeah, so that's going to be.
Hold on. Let me look that up though. There's something about that.
About what?
I guess the speed, like how fast it is.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up because there's something about wing. Like I think that you can hover, whereas winged cannot.
Yeah. Hummingbird. Unless I'm a hummingbird, man.
Everyone's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, it's really hard to make.
I need to drink. I need to drink Monster Energy drink 24/7.
Oh, is yours winged, or is
his is winged? So he's not quite as fast. He's 160 mile per hour max, and you're 200 mile per hour.
Okay.
This is Heroes Unlimited, but we're turning it into total party skills, so that I don't have to do Palladium. Basically.
Oh,
also, I like to go party skills.
There's different types of wings, Nick. You can roll.
Yeah,
it can be leather, feather, or insect.
Leather.
Yeah.
Oh,
I imagine
insect would be kind of neat.
Insect would be cool. It'd be like dragonfly wings or something.
Yeah, but then it breaks the whole angel kind of thing.
Yeah, it does. So you're probably better to stay with feather.
Yeah. Gonna be dark wings.
You gain a beauty.
I can brood on top of a church.
I bet if you had insect wings, you could hover.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
I mean, you could have wings like a hummingbird.
But then the light power. No, but that's too much.
If you don't have white or black feathered wings, what are we doing? You know what I mean? We lost Eli.
You can hide your wings, it says. It can be carefully folded, tucked, and restrained with minimal discomfort.
That's
We're just
true.
doing it.
But then I have like the elytra thing, you know, the shell that covers it. So I have a weird bump on my back, like a hunchback.
Oh, like a beetle.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Or I can do Dragon Ball Z Cell.
Just wear hoodies. That'd be all good.
Be Beetle Man.
Yeah, I'm running Cody. I'm running this game, like the actual Heroes Unlimited game, on Tuesdays for an in-person group.
Green Feather.
it's just absolutely clear that you can't be slavishly authentic to the system. Like you have to make a lot of rulings on the fly for it to work. Otherwise it just bogs right down. Yeah. One of the guys in our game has the ability to increase mass. Like he can fluctuate weight as a major ability, but you're not going to spend all the time figuring out new math because now the guy's 400 pounds heavier. Like it's anyway. I love it, but basically I love it still.
Basically, I stole all the parts I'm nostalgic for.
Yeah.
Put it in total parts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after.
It's a rules light Heroes Unlimited, believe it or not.
And it allows you to focus on mental or social. Of course, everyone has so far made a massive combat bot.
Oh, where did Eli
I got knowledge too. Come on, man.
We lost Eli.
Yeah, you did take 2 mental skills. I got to be fair to Nicholas.
Yeah, Eli left.
That's pretty stressful.
Did he have to go?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He didn't say anything. It might be his internet.
You didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Light could have gone out.
I think y'all are both ready to go, right?
I think so.
Premise.
Premise. Let's do it.
Okay. Now, my goal with this game, I already had the goal of playing this silly wonk system. But the other goal I have is I want you guys to ideally be good characters.
Oh, I agree.
Okay. I want you to be good superheroes. But the goal is I want you guys to be independent players. Self-driven. So how do we make someone who's a protector of a city have their own goals? It doesn't require a lot of prompting. You know what I mean?
I follow.
So I don't have to say there's a bank robbery. Okay, now you can get off the couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Forgive some crimes.
Yeah, it's easy if you're evil. Because you want to go.
No, but could I say, like, you start the game like I'm flying after a car that is like,
I like that. So you're 4Ding a crime.
Yeah, a situation, and then you can take it and like spin into specifics.
That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, you do that. I don't mind you guys creating the premises for sure. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, but how is there a way to be proactive as a superhero, or no? Not really.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go like the genre, the trope, they're mostly reactive.
Yeah,
they have their social life going
I guess
on.
It depends how you define proactive versus reactive. Like if I'm spending my evenings going around trying to clean up my particular borough of the metropolis, and like I am technically reacting to crime, but I'm proactive in that I'm out there looking for things to fix.
Yeah, you're looking for something to react to actively. Okay.
And yes, I will eventually just take over the world because I'm made of metal and I can't die. So
I can't die, guys.
I'll have to be his herald.
Shoot me with a tank. It's fine.
But I'm not an intelligent man either.
Ooh, what if every time you die you lose one of your health permanently?
That'd be rough.
Is that the way to do it?
Maybe.
Come back with one less health.
How fast do you come back again?
In minutes.
It's 6d6 minutes per level.
Yeah, what are we doing tonight, Pinky? Like what we're doing every night. Taking over the world. I love that cartoon. That's one of the best.
Something we could do is maybe you guys are new.
New heroes on the block.
And you're wanting to establish your presence
as
trustworthy.
New,
so maybe you're going to but that kind of turns into the social game that you guys really aren't trying to have based on your creation.
It could have been like very recently we've moved in or established ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Enough to I know where things are in the city, but I don't know everything. You know, maybe it's like we both literally started like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago.
Yeah. Maybe it can't be done.
That's enough to, you know, 4D stuff into it. But be surprised by things we don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Think about that. That's the next step. Think about. Let's get Eli's character made.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. My internet went down. You never.
Eli, you haven't played Total Party Skills either?
I have not. I've played Palladium a bunch for years, but it's been 30 years.
Your knowledge of that is no longer useful.
That's what I like to hear.
To the next game.
Your knowledge is useless. I love it.
All right. So obviously be thinking about an awesome name. But the attributes, this one, the reason I wanted to do Total Party Skills is because I don't feel like there's a lot of delineation between this kind of, and I'm a World of Darkness guy, so I like the idea of being more physical, mental, or social.
Okay.
And then like having your character focus on those things. And Total Party Skills does it in a lighter way. So you can, basically what your creation is going to be, you're going to have one in your 3 main attributes of body, mind, and spirit. And then you're going to add 3, but you get an additional +1 because you're a super. So
okay. So I get 3 points that I have to spread out, or each one's 3?
Everything starts at 1.
Okay. This is body, mind, spirit, Eli.
Yeah, okay.
So attributes, body, mind, spirit, and then you have 3 to spend as you see fit. But another one because you actually have 4 to spend.
So normally it would be 3 to spend, but because we're supers, I'm giving you guys 4 to spend.
And the cap on any one is 4.
Okay.
And that represents how many D6 you'll roll when you do a skill attached to that attribute. Okay. So if you're going high mind, you're using a knowledge skill, and let's say you had a mind of 4, you'd roll 4d6 plus whatever the knowledge was. Let's say you had a +2 on knowledge, so it'd be 4d6 plus 2, and you're trying to beat difficulties. There's a range of difficulties. Difficult is beat a 10, very difficult is beat a 14 or 12 or something.
I'm sorry if I blacked out when Crispy said this, but the skills are going to give you modifiers to add to the
the dice pool. That's right. Okay. Sorry, I should have made that clear.
Oh, not number of dice, but a plus.
Yeah, it's just a static plus. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with strike and the martial skills there.
So you could potentially be adding 5 numbers together. Get ready for that.
I think I just do body 3, mind 2, and spirit 2.
Yeah, you could do more balance that way. Yeah.
Seems good. All right. And then, so that's handled. And now let's go down to skills.
Well, you should probably do status next.
Okay. So you just add 2 to each one of those.
Add 2 to each of those, and that's your health pool, your sanity pool, and your morale pool.
It's all one pool?
No, they're all separate pools.
It's like 3 different health pools.
You have 3 different, so you have the health, which you're taking damage, your sanity, where your mind is getting broken, your morale, where your willpower is broken.
Okay, so it's just that +2. Got it.
Yes,
so 5,
correct.
4, 4. Okay.
Correct.
All right, easy peasy. Now, over in martial skills, and below that is skills, you're going to get 15 total skill points, and we're going to make your superpowers into skills. Now, you had energy absorption. I think
major
that whole major can just be a skill.
So it'd be a skill, energy absorption.
Yeah.
And it's tied to what? Body?
That's what I was thinking, but that's why I took body as a 3.
Yeah, I would say body.
Makes sense. Oh, sorry.
I'm running a game, but Crispy knows how to play.
Because I've actually read the rules, so I know the rules.
Yeah. I don't even prep.
That's Cody. That's code word for Crispy. Yeah. You're talking way too much. Why don't you shut up for once? That's what.
Because I need him to keep saying things.
So
point taken, sir. Point taken.
So I just write down energy absorption. Body.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty. It's got like 4 things you can do with it, so I'm pretty happy with that being its own skill, just like Nicholas's negative energy. So we made flight tied into agility, So I'm going to do that with you as well.
Okay, that makes
Then
sense.
we had underwater, and what was the other one? Smell. So you're kind of not ending up with 2 skills, isn't it?
Smell could be perception.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would give you a bonus on perception.
Oh wait, so energy ups. Oh, so it has to be like agility, beauty, or strength. Is that?
No, Phil's been making new ones too. Like he's been, because
I'm
like
making super. So the way that Total Power Skills does magic, I'm kind of stealing this from the magic system, except.
Okay, I just got confused because you said flight agility, and I saw agility there.
So like there's occult skills and holy skills, and he's just adding a new category that's like superhero skills.
Okay,
yeah, based on what you rolled in the.
Okay, so it's like smell. Would that be
what
like?
Do you guys think?
Perception, yeah, mind. I think that seems right.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, it's definitely perception check is definitely mind. Mm-hmm. But I'm like wondering how to incorporate super smell.
Well, you could make it as a specialization of perception. So it's
just
scent,
no penalty specialization.
Yeah, essentially.
What would you get? +2?
I would give him another D6.
Give him another D6.
Yeah. So if his mind is 2, then on scent he rolls 3d6 plus the static number.
Should I give him the skill?
Yeah. The skill too. Like he can still put skill into perception. He'd get that as a static.
No, but I'm saying like smell skill.
Oh, a scent. Yeah.
And then every number in that skill gives you an additional die on your perception checks.
I wouldn't do an additional die. I'd just do 1, and then
maybe if it's smell related, then it's an additional die.
Makes it kind of a shit skill.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
Because you just put it in perception then.
Yeah, you just do it in perception and just give extra die.
Yeah. I'd rather just do the.
Or give extra skill points or something for perception.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. It seems like you have a lot of like the minors. You probably don't want to put a lot in, maybe. So maybe we'll have an underwater skill and a smell skill and an energy expulsion skill. And then if you put every point you put in to them, and feel free not to put a bunch in them. That's kind of why I am. But every point you put into underwater is an additional die for every action underwater.
Got it. That makes sense.
And then every point you put in smell is an additional die when you're perceiving smell.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And all skills are capped at 3 at creation. So just keep that in mind also.
Okay, so I have 15, and then I can put 3 for each power, and then I can pick from these other
And then
ones.
you can pick the others as
well. But you don't have to put in 3.
You don't have to put in 3,
right?
Because that's actually a really strong. Because what it would do, like let's say you put 2 into perception, scent, or smell, then you would use your mind, which is already 2 die, and you would add another 2d6 to that, and you're rolling to beat target numbers of 4d6, and you add up. It's not a dice pool. It's more like Traveler, where you're adding the numbers together.
I never played that, but okay.
It's actually very it's very strong. I think it's a good solution, Phil. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay. So what if I put extra into flight? What is that?
Okay.
Then
now flight, flight is just basically you're only going to check it if you're doing a maneuver or like chase or something, something stressful while you're flying. And I'm tying that into anytime you make a flight check, it's just going to be agility check. So there's no flight skill. It's just all in agility.
So the way that would look in play, Eli, is you would roll your body for the number of D6 you have. So you have a 3 in body.
Yep.
So you'd roll 3D6, and you would add whatever number you've put into agility up to 3 to the result of the 3D6. And compare it against a target number.
All right.
Is there penalties for being untrained?
No, you can always try something you're not skilled in. You just would roll your base attribute. Or you'd say no, you can't
do it. So 3 is a maximum. I guess I'll do my energy absorption. I'll do 3, flight 2, sense of smell 2, and underwater 1.
Okay. Once again, there is no flight skill.
It's just agility. Put it into agility.
So I don't have to put anything into that. Okay. All right.
The martial skills, Eli, are a little different too. So if you'll notice in combat skills and martial skills, there's both combat and martial. If you look at strike, for example, any points you put into strike are going to be a static number that's added to any ranged or melee attack roll, in addition to other bonuses. So for example, let's say your particular character is good with a harpoon gun or something. So you put a point into ranged weapons, and then you put a point into, or 2 points into strike. You would roll body plus your ranged weapon skill plus the strike, and compare that to a target number.
So for example, if I'm using energy absorption, that is a skill, right? A 3. Yes. So if I'm doing a range attack, do I then have to go to combat skill, range attack, add that plus my energy absorption?
Yes.
No,
that's not what
he's
we're doing.
Going to change that. He's going to
because anytime you're using your powers, you're going to substitute your power skill in for your combat skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to take ranged weapons to shoot your energy expulsion.
Okay. That's only if I wanted to use a gun or something like that.
But the strike still works. Do you understand that?
No, where's strike?
I really want you to understand so that you know how to build your character.
Right. So I see combat skills. What's strike? I don't see strike. I see boxing,
martial. Under martial skills.
Under martial skills.
In the middle of the page.
There's dodge, parry.
I see.
There's dodge, parry, and strike. Okay. Dodge is a modifier that makes it more difficult to hit you with a ranged attack.
Okay. And how do I increase that with the 15 points?
It's a skill.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay.
15. Parry makes it harder to hit you with a melee attack. And strike makes anytime you're attacking someone, you add your strike to your check. So you'll add a combat skill and strike to your check.
Okay.
So if you had energy expulsion 3 and a strike of 2, you're shooting your energy expulsion with your body, right? So you'd roll your body of 3 dice.
Yes.
And you'd add your energy expulsion modifier and your strike modifier to that roll.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. So you add those. It's not additional dice. I just add static numbers.
Right. All skills are just adding modifiers. They are not additional dice.
Okay.
The exception are the ones we just created. Your scent
smell
power adds dice. That's why it's stronger. So it makes your perception really strong with your smell. And what was the other? Underwater. Your underwater skill adds dice to your checks when you're underwater.
Okay.
It's probably not be dice, but we'll make it dice, whatever. How often are you underwater?
I think it'll be fine.
4, 5.
If I never put water, you just fine.
A desert.
The desert.
Hi, welcome to Independence City, the jewel of the desert. We call it our oasis.
2, 3, 7.
You got the combo, huh? You can like breathe underwater and fly. A perfect human being.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
Can cover all elements.
It's an
He can go all the way underwater too. Like, he has depth resistance too. He can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Go explore the ocean floor, Eli.
There's nothing
I think
about
I could only go down so far. I think it said. I think 150 feet or something. It said.
Oh, I think it's 1.5 miles.
Oh, never mind.
That seems good.
It's good.
It is.
Fight one of those giant squids.
Yeah, 1.5 miles. Easy.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna do dodge 2, 2, and strike 3.
Okay, I'm gonna start
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 2 points left.
Not enough. It's not enough. All right. Did you end up with a bunch of SDC bonuses, Nicholas? Not really, right?
What bonuses?
SDC is like health. It's a bunch of health sponges in Palladium.
I don't really know.
That represents all the nicks and scratches and stuff like that that you see a superhero get structural damage.
None of my powers do that.
Okay. I feel like 800 got 3 health levels. You gotta get a lot where I'm giving you.
I think they all give you something. Even my underwater gave me a little bit.
Underwater gave you 40 on dry land. An additional 100 underwater.
Hey Phil,
yes.
Can I change one thing?
Probably.
I just want to take one out of perception and put into focus. So it's perception 1 and focus 1.
Cool.
Okay. What's focus?
Good question. Focus is how you mitigate all of the damage.
Oh.
So anytime someone attacks you, let's say they're going to do a physical attack against you, you're going to roll your body plus focus, and it'll half the damage if you're successful. Is that right, Crispy?
But you get,
and it's the same with mind and spirit, with sanity and morale. So you will, except you'll roll the appropriate dice pool. So mind plus focus for sanity, spirit plus focus for morale. Does that make sense?
So is it 3 different saves that you have for the 3 different categories, right? Yeah, I see spirit, body, mind,
but it's
spirit.
always focus.
It's always
focus is always the modifier you add to body, mind, or spirit.
Yeah, like if your body has so when someone attacks you, the number they have to roll, their difficulty is based on the type of armor you're wearing or not wearing, right? If they hit, so based on their ranged weapon attack or their melee weapon attack or their unarmed attack, then you can shrug damage with a focus roll.
Did you get armor, Crispy?
Yeah.
His body is armor.
I did armor. My body is armor.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
we're not using any armor mechanics for you, right?
Yeah, we haven't really. I suppose we should, because I am made of metal. So
when does parry and dodge come into effect? That's before.
Yeah. So it increases the DC of attacks against you.
So for just as an example, Eli, if I look in the book here, and like Phil says, we are hacking this, as is to be expected. If I was wearing kind of a leather armor, that's considered padded. So my padded armor is going to give me, it's going to be, what is it, Phil? Let's see here.
I don't know. I just figured you were looking at that.
I was just looking at it. Where is it? So let's say there it is. So with padded, that's an average. So it means somebody that's trying to hit me has to roll higher than a 6.
Okay.
Now, if I have dodge 1, they have to roll higher than a 7.
Okay.
On a ranged attack. If they're trying to hit me with a bat and I had a parry 2, they'd have to beat an 8. And notice that to have a success, you have to beat the target number, not equal it. You have to beat it.
Okay.
So that's how dodge and parry work. They just add to that AC level or the difficulty class. It's not really AC. It's just the difficulty class of someone to hit you.
Okay. I got it.
And so like your standard superhero suit, whatever that is. I mean, that
the spandex
Phil will tell us.
What page is the armor on?
So armor as standard equipment is on page 50, but the actual difficulty classes for the types of armor is on page 20. So if you look on page 20, Phil, you'll see no armor. Somebody just has to roll a 3, or higher than a 3. If they have padded armor, they have to roll higher than a 6. Plated, they have to roll higher than a 10. Magical is higher than a 14.
I feel like you should have 10.
Should at least have 10. Yeah.
At least 10.
At least 10.
Minimum.
10 is cool. That's fine.
Well, you have what do you think?
Well, I mean, it depends. Yeah.
I think
10 is fine.
Jeans. You're fighting civilian clothes. You get on the fight, you're naked.
If you have like a motorcycle jacket or something, that'd be leather. So you.
Anyway. I have cut off jeans and a 6-pack. What does that?
You have a 6-pack. That's right. I'm wearing jorts and a crop top.
Well,
my wings.
It's pretty good.
My tassels give me.
There you go. If you have leather wings, you can use that as armor. Wrap them.
Yes,
around
you could. Yes, you have them. You could be like Archangel, where he has his metal wings.
Smart.
Oh yeah, be Archangel.
But I already have like the matter repulsion thing. I basically have a force field.
You already have like magical armor.
Yeah, you do actually. So that's the way you could handle negate whatever that your special power. You could have that be an armor, essentially wearing an armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an option.
Let's say that. Let's say that we're doing that.
So my negative energy will work double as an armor. Is that it?
What else the hell are you gonna do with it? Like, how do you use that skill? Like, when do you?
I don't know. I gotta read it.
I was reading in here. So anything if anything that its mass is lower than mine, I can fully repel it.
Yes.
Like up to the point where I can ricochet.
It's happening.
Yeah, I just charge myself with negative energy and matter repels, or I can charge with I guess.
I can just repel. In the Palladium system, you do kind of rule how far they get pushed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
small objects you roll to see if they will orbit me or if they will ricochet. And larger objects, they slowly get pushed away, so it's not like a instantly ding.
Yeah.
So it's actually useful. I can cover someone with my wings and repel it to protect them.
Oh, wow. Did you read this? All small light objects fly away from the negative matter being repelled by the negative force. This means when such a character enters a room, all light items within a 50-foot radius of the character will fly away from him or her with dangerous results. Doors will fling open, tables and chairs will skitter across the room.
That's what I was saying. He's a real bummer like produce aisle.
I could turn on and off, so I can't turn it on and off.
Yeah, you turn it on for.
You can turn it on and off.
You have to turn it on.
You charge it. Yeah.
Because it says you can only have it on for an hour and like 5 minutes per level.
But the damage is insane. So items weighing less than 5 pounds fly away at a bullet-like speed up to 600 feet and inflict random unaimed damage like a scatter shotgun blast.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
So feel free to use it as an attack skill as well then.
So we're using all the like for my energy absorption, it says I'm immune to all forms of energy except kinetic. So things like fire, laser blast, electricity, heat. So I'll be immune to that?
Yes.
Okay.
You're impervious to heat, fire, laser blast, electricity and other forms of energy.
Hey Phil, how do you want to do the 1 hour thing? Like, is it?
It's up
like during the day,
like keep track of it, and I don't ever want to think about it.
I knew that was what Phil's going to say. That sounds like a you problem, is what Phil's going to say.
Wonderful.
Is that good enough?
That's a good answer. That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm giving you agency
like mana.
/ responsibility.
Yeah, I'll treat it like mana. It's just my mana.
Go ahead. All right. I'm excited. Okay, did you get all your skills allocated there, Eli, or do you have any questions about how skills work?
No, I think I have it. I'm just thinking in terms of normally when I don't have energy if I'm not doing my energy absorption, I'm just
I might need later on more explanation.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can do that. You can send me like a 1 paragraph thing and that'll be fine.
You gotta ask me a question for me to answer it though, because I don't know what your question is.
No, it's just okay. Just the dice rolling specifically.
Okay. Here's a couple examples for you, if Phil, you don't mind. I'll give you a couple examples.
Yeah, if you have your character sheet printed out, why don't you share it?
I don't yet, but I can give you an example. So I'm playing Anvil, this metal behemoth of a high-rise construction worker.
I remember.
And he, let's say the 3 of us come across some horrific scene. and Phil says, the room before you or whatever, or the room filled with blood and carnage, it's horrific. Okay, so that could be a trigger that I have to roll a sanity check here. So then if that's the case, and what I would do is I'd take my mind, which is only 1, I'd roll 1d6, and I would roll to check against the sanity, I would roll focus, right? So mind plus my focus skill, if any, and I would compare that to a 10. If I'm higher than a 10, then I'll take half damage. But if I fail that, I'll take the full damage. So if that's anything more than 1, then I'm going to take some of that as a sanity penalty. And if you look here in the top right corner under status, value, and penalties, once I'm below 3, then everything is going to start to become more difficult for me. So as my sanity phrase, all mind checks become more difficult.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the status was just for that category.
It's just for that category. And then each category, when it drops below 3, you're going to start to have penalties associated with the skills for that.
Cool.
So I have to beat it, right? It's above the target number.
Always.
And Phil will always give us the target number, right?
He'll give us the target number. We have to beat the target number.
I got my overlay ready here.
Use Max's thing. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's say another scenario, my guy walks up to the cab door. He lays with his metal hands. I crinkle the metal in the car door, and using strength, I attempt to pull it off its hinges. So I would roll body plus strength. And in this case, I'm using my superhero power. So I have a special ability, which is called metal body. I would add that as well. So my body is 4. So I'd roll 4d6. I'd add my strength, which is 3, and my metal body, which is 3. So 4d6 plus 6. And I'd compare that to the difficulty class that Phil would flash.
So the attributes give me the dice pool.
Correct.
And the skills, but the attribute, do I sum it with the skill to give the as well?
So what the way it works is, if you look on your skills in parentheses, it tells you the attribute that's tied to that normally, with focus being a little different. So if I'm doing a strength skill, I'll roll my body dice pool. So in this case, 4, because I have 4 in body. And then I would add the number next to my strength. So if that's a 3, then I'd add 3. And because I'm a superhero, I have this metal body, I'd add 3 on that as well. So it'd be 4d6 plus 6. Do you follow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought attributes 3 was the highest.
It attributes can go up to 4 because we're superheroes.
Yeah, that extra super one could take you to 4.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Normally you're right. A max of 3. As you level up in total party skills, it can go higher. But there is a leveling mechanic if you want to use it.
Okay.
So if you think of it that way, yes, my attributes, it's always the size of my dice pool, and the numbers next to my skills is the static number that I'd be adding to it, with the only exception to that being Eli's character, who has an underwater skill and a scent skill, which add to the dice pool.
Okay, got it.
I took it off. I hope that's okay. Were you still looking at Eli?
No, I'm good. I have one here too.
He's got it. Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, yeah.
Can you share it with me later on?
Sure. What I'll do is I'll just post it in the Discord, and you can have a copy of it. Eli will probably be faster. Eli probably has enough to do that.
Probably has a better one.
I got on a notepad.
I just downloaded
relevant information.
Drive through RPG.
Yeah, it's not form fillable, but you'll get the idea. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I can print it and edit it maybe.
Uploading it right now.
So
Eli beat me to it. I knew he would.
So premise-wise, guys.
Let's go back to that. So we're good guys, not bad guys.
Gonna be good guys, ideally.
Independent players. We're not part of a team.
You could be anything.
Do we know each other?
Do we know each other? That's a good question.
Are we a team then? If he says we can be part of a team,
We are team and we don't know each other.
That I don't see my character being that great offensively. I can absorb and AoE, but I don't think I have. I'm going to be punching and kicking. I don't have much,
and that's all I have. Like I'm going to be the slow guy, kind of thick. You know,
I think we got the combat covered, Eli.
You're the tank. You're the tank.
I'm a tank. Yeah,
you're the tank.
I'm hard to.
I don't even think we could carry you.
No, I'll be way too heavy for that.
Yeah.
So I'm the ponderous big guy.
He's gonna be taking the stairs slowly. I mean, he can.
Well,
turn
can
it
you
off.
turn? Yeah, I was gonna say, can you
turn it off?
Turn it off like Colossus, so you can just be normal, and then
I can, and then I'm just normal.
One of us can pick
he,
you up,
and
fly,
and then he just falls back on his immortality.
then you just turn to metal while you're in the air. We let you go, and you kind of come down.
Yeah, you can carry me when I'm not in metal form. When I'm in metal form, I'll be too heavy.
Well, in the air, we'll let you go. Yeah, you'll turn into metal form.
I just
drop on people.
And since I can't really die, you just drop me from like 20,000 feet with a semi-guided missile.
What if we, as a way to be proactive, we came up with the premise that was less direct? So maybe I said, in the premise previously, you guys were on the trail of this guy, and you're not really sure where he's at now, but you're pursuing him. Like, that could be the premise. And then you guys can kind of be proactive with how you're going to hunt down this guy.
Okay.
Does that sound
so we start off in our lair, or like our
base? Sort of like something has happened. Maybe we could make it like right after something major happened and like one of your friends is dead or something. Like the fourth member of your team.
The fourth member of the team is dead.
He's been captured maybe, or is dead.
He's dead. That puts a little more.
Maybe think of Mystery Man.
It was the kid member too, you know.
Yeah,
we took like a super kid.
Yeah, it was the heart ring.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was the super dog.
He was the glue that held us together. I don't even know if I want to be a part of this team anymore.
Oh yeah, so we're mourning the loss of our young protege.
But I feel like that way you guys, and once again, if it's not clear, I don't mind you guys inventing whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And I will run with it.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys could like come up with ways to like, hey, like invent leads, or you have a contact maybe that you can call.
Can I 4D my nemesis?
I want to make the nemesis.
Okay.
Here's
each one of us.
Though. No, it's one.
I think it's gonna be one. Yeah.
Or like a society or.
Oh, okay, like an evil society that we're
something's going on.
Question though, what is the perception of superheroes in the world? Like, are we dangerous vigilantes? Like, we have to watch out for the law? Law is kind of like, oh, you guys are okay, do your thing?
How common are supers in this world?
Yeah, and then how common? And
good questions. Okay, let's say Independence City has got
a couple dozen,
a couple teams.
Okay. And we're like the C tier, or we're like way down on the
mystery men, like the mystery men.
We'll call you guys the dark horse tier.
Okay.
I like that.
So you guys aren't the police's first pick, because you do things a little more messy than they like.
But we're still good guys.
But you're effective.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, that's
sounds like a good way.
How greedy? Like, are we playing to like the comic genre, or like?
I would like to know. These are questions that we should answer.
Like, for example, I think like The Boys is too much. Personally, I don't like, but like I think Invincible is the right tone in between.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about how like
tone
greedy, or how cynical things are. You know, tone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the Watchmen, or if it's more like the Avengers, or.
I would say if we're going to be good guys, we should probably be skew more towards the Avengers than less towards the boys.
Certainly. But as far as like tone in the actual story, I would say I like Daredevil, Spawn.
Oh, okay.
Kind of tone.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
So it's gritty, but not Marvel
gritty.
Marvel
bad
gritty,
shit's
not
Marvel
happening.
HBO gritty.
like other
Yeah.
Netflix Marvel shows, right?
Yeah. Like Daredevil is a good. That's a good one. Okay.
The Marvel Netflix stuff.
Jessica Jones, Daredevil.
Okay. That kind of
So
stuff.
are we going with that thing that we're kind of new guys? We're just a recent team, just assembled. Or
yeah, I think that's a
have
good.
we been at this?
I think we'll say that you've been in the city. You're the newest team in the city. Maybe you're coming from another city. It kind of that maybe that's the reason you're the dark horse is because you haven't established a reputation yet. Outside of that one mishap,
Then where we lost Laser Boy.
Laser Boy.
Anvil landed on the mayor's car.
Yeah, that's right.
We tried to do an entrance drop you, but leveled up a museum or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you always fight it.
Maybe it was his idea to move to the city because some sinister things that were happening in a previous city, and now he's gone missing.
He called us in.
And we got to find this guy because there was some sinister guy that he was following leads on, and he's probably responsible for his disappearance.
So I like that, and then I can kind of give mystery, either missing or dead guy, some kind of like sensory style powers. Maybe.
Okay, so the mayor
he was the one that would find guys for you.
So the mayor called us. We're not from here.
Oh, our friend. Our friend needed help, maybe.
Yeah.
Friend.
I would say you guys tracked this entity, this big bad entity, to this city.
Okay.
And you've been kind of hunting them for the last couple months.
Okay.
That sounded like 2 months.
And our friend disappeared. We don't know if he's alive or dead, maybe, and we're just trying to find him.
What do you guys prefer on that? Do you want him to just be dead in your arms first thing?
Yeah, we find him and he's gone. Like he's dead. He's been killed.
No, I was thinking missing because then he could also even be working for the evil guy. Either we find him and he's on our side, or now he turned to the dark side.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or
it could be ambiguous. It could be like we think he might be dead.
We found his mask.
There's no body,
there's no body,
but there's signs of.
I feel like there's some sort of tie-in with superpowers that you guys have some sort of remnant of him.
Well, you've got
he has multiple bodies.
I have the scent.
He has.
I can smell him.
And if I die, I reconstitute. So I could be like, well, maybe he's got.
He's not gonna have the same thing.
Oh, maybe that's the plot. Maybe they know what our powers are, and it's all just been engineered to get us here in one spot. So
what if Christine just died?
If I just died and came back,
and you're reincarnating, that's the first.
And I just came. I just came back.
And you saw your friend die.
An accident.
You saw your friend die, and you died.
Yeah.
And now I'm back. Entered your room naked. You're like, guys.
That sounds pretty cool.
That does sound cool.
So you're the proof that he's dead, but really you just kind of blacked out and died.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
We were both falling from the skyscraper.
I want to leave it as a question mark just in case.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Could he have survived? Maybe.
Is
the first thing to do is go check the scene.
Yeah. So right away we're gonna have to go check out where I fell off the skyscraper and
made a scar.
Is it going to be a kid?
Hole in the ground.
So we all know this guy that's missing. I'm just.
I would say so. Yeah, Eli.
Would my character know his scent if I was?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you guys live together.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. That's good. That's a good because then it pulls in your superpower to be able to track him down.
You have his underwear, and you can. Her underwear, of course. Yeah, we'll make it a dude.
It's getting a little. It's a little boy.
I thought we're not making it like the boys. That seems like something like the boys.
Okay, let's roll it back, guys. We got.
What's worse.
Don't bring me into this. That was all you. That was it. Let's roll it back. Come on.
Smelling underwear doesn't sound Disney.
If there was a line, it was only you that crossed it. The rest of us were all being well behaved.
It can be a sock. It doesn't need to be everywhere.
You disgust me. All right. So that sounds like a pretty good premise. So then
I think it's a great premise.
I feel like then you guys can be extremely proactive with looking for things.
Okay, can we talk a little bit about Independent City? Well, how big is it? What's the problems in the city, generally speaking? Like, what are
just make it a big ass city, like
so a big urban center,
Metropolis.
several million people.
It's not New York, basically.
But not New York. On the coast.
Okay.
So like near a body of water.
Of course.
Okay. And what's the major what's the major talk of the town right now? Like what's going
West
on?
Coast, East Coast?
Major talk of the town? Well, there's a major sporting event that's about to take place.
Okay, so what is it? Is it like the local teams in the World Series?
It's a World Series. Let's make it baseball. Sounds good.
I thought you would have made it football, being from Texas.
Oh, baseball.
I don't watch any sports.
I don't either. But
I don't either, but I love baseball.
I used to.
Let's make it a big UFC fight. For some reason, UFC is huge in this world.
Oh, okay. So it's like Atlantic City or something.
And
like that.
It also is another reason why supers kind of get a bad rap, because sometimes supers try to
they sneak into the yeah. That's cool.
You never know, because it gets
someone
around
with
the
power just quietly in the. Oh, and I have a. Yeah, I like baseball is better. GM Cody's right.
Well, you can be a super and cheat at baseball too. So
you could absolutely if you had speed or something.
World Series is back. Game 6.
Game 6 World Series.
Well, make it Game 7. Why are we not making the stakes as high as possible? Game 7. Clearly.
That gives something that everyone's talking about.
Zero.
Okay,
basically
soccer,
it is the world. It's the biggest
football, crispy.
The biggest baseball game.
I'm sorry, I can see I'm outnumbered.
I mean, it's soccer here in North America, and is it Canada too? In the U.S.,
it's soccer in Canada, but yeah,
it's football everywhere else. Yeah,
but Cody's right. Baseball is
baseball, not UFC. Oh, there is UFC too. Baseball. Okay,
love baseball.
Is it? So it's a coastal city. You said it's by. Is it East Coast, West Coast?
I believe it's called baseball.
Baseball.
Le baseball.
Yeah. Thank you, Cody, for keeping us on track.
Yeah,
just reminding us. You have one or two people watching.
We'll roll that back too.
Is it?
All right.
Is it East Coast or West Coast, or does it not matter? I'm just thinking like our.
Got to be East Coast.
It's East Coast. Okay, so denser population
real
centers.
Architecture.
Okay.
Yeah. Dense. There's fire escapes all. What are all these fire escapes and cellars doing everywhere?
Yeah, just exactly. I'm trying to imagine what the
cobblestone
and structures. And...
Yeah. So that's going on. What else is going on? Kinds of stuff. How about villainy?
Yeah. So like, what's the big? Who are the big bads in the area? Like the super villains of note.
Mm-hmm. Let's call it.
It's
hard to not steal.
We have to have a name, right? As a team, as a super team.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
What do we stand for besides just this?
We're the Boondock Saints. There we go.
Boondocks. It's easy.
The Saints.
Just instantly steal it.
Well, who's going to be? I mean, you're the Flash, Nicholas. You're probably the Flash. Well, you and Eli, honestly, you're the flashy one. So
you're a walking.
Be based around.
I can make light shows, so I can make like our logo like stand above us as we approach city.
Nicholas, do you shoot out blasts that like damage people as well, or just?
Yeah, I can use beams of light, and I can manipulate light, so I can like divide the kind of a prism, make you only blue, take out all the RGB out of you.
That's all he does. He makes you blue.
Yeah. Or invisible. Like
we could call ourselves Heavy Light, or something like that.
I can do like
a light show, fireworks incorporated.
Fire show. Okay, like so you got the metal guy.
I don't want to name
wings. And Eli's main power is energy absorption.
Absorption, yeah.
What was the kid? What was the kid's power? Maybe he was the mascot kind as well. So
good question. Let's roll it. Hey, will you roll a D100?
So while we're doing that, what did we just call? What if we just kept it simple? We're like our team name is just something like.
Can I tell you what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Cosmonauts.
Well, we're not in space. I was thinking more something like Prism or something like that. Like Prism. Hey. Something with the, because we have a couple energy things.
Yeah. I don't know.
Altered light.
Look, if you but like carbon, if you check carbon. Like most superhero groups, they don't have a name that reflect their powers anyway.
Oh, they just have something else. It's like the
underdogs, the Avengers,
Fantastic Four, the X-Men,
the Crusaders,
X Factor, X-Force,
Teen Titans,
Justice League.
All right, I'm rolling.
Avengers,
I didn't get to roll.
The new Avengers.
I had rolled it for you.
I'll share it.
Almost the same result.
Bio armor.
Where's the kid?
Oh, nice.
Bio armor.
Nice.
Bio kid. Bio kid died.
Bio guy.
We lost Bio kid.
I miss Bio guy. Okay.
I guess you can think of the name.
Light show.
But I'll suggest that we all think about the name, and like 10 minutes before the game starts, we settle for
Force. There you go.
How about the Lumineers?
The Lumineers.
The Lumineers. That would imply that I'm the face of the group, right?
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, one of you is going to be the face. It's not going to be me. I'm ugly.
I mean,
I don't have good social skills.
Yeah.
I absorb more than
a light bulb.
Oh yeah. Blind people. Yeah.
Could I charge you? I know it's energy, right?
Just call it something like the aura or something like that. Like
the aura.
All right, I'm making this guy an invisible guy then.
Reflected justice.
That's cool.
Invisible guy is the kid that they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, bio armor, which is cool.
Yeah, it's Venom.
Changed my mind. I'm picking because I get to do what I want.
Do you think you're the GM or something?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm going to give him invisibility and
let me get some words.
Healing factor. I don't know why. It just feels cool. Oh no!
And he died. Had healing factor, and he died.
I don't know. That seems unlikely, right?
The Sentinels. What else? What else we have here? Guardians of something.
I'm gonna make the villain the bio armor guy. He's one of the common villains.
Okay.
His name is Talon. And
Talon?
Talon.
Bird.
And we'll make a stretchy guy.
So Invisible Kid died, and we are tracking it down to Talon guy.
Well, I don't know.
Is that
just
correct?
making up. I don't know which one I want to make the super bad. I'm just making other villains inside of the town.
Oh, okay.
There's a stretching guy. He's a thief. He's like a bank robber.
Oh yeah, Stretch.
Yeah.
Plastic Man.
My arch nemesis.
Oh, he can probably like neutralize you.
It's elastic, and I'm unyielding metal, and I work for a living, and he just steals from the hard-working people.
Exactly.
I'd break every bone in his body if he had any bones.
Hey, that tickles.
Okay, what if our group?
Smartass.
What if our group is still deciding the name of the we don't have a name yet, but yeah, we're still thinking of a name for our team.
Yeah, branding is still we haven't ordered T-shirts and mugs yet.
Still the work.
We
need a marketing manager.
I mean, it's tough.
Consensus in the name.
Any name you come up with, I bet you already exists. Like I'm trying to come up with superhero names, and they're all heroes.
Oh man,
yeah. I'll take.
Shouldn't worry too much because we just can go Avengers, or Guardians of the Galaxy. Just avoid these, and the rest is free game.
It doesn't matter whatever you guys come up with. It could be.
Yeah, I really don't know, man. Are people in chat? They could be helping us.
Yeah, come on, chat. Baseball? So,
Baseball. The ballers.
The East Coast Sluggers. The East Coast Lights. The Atlantic.
Aurora Borealis.
The Aurora. The Atlantic Aurora.
Atlantic Aurora. Oh,
Where'd
that's
you guys
AA.
talk about,
When you have like a AA.
Yeah, Atlantic
Our logo
Aurora.
can be like, you know,
Let's do it.
like...
Let's just go with that.
But it's not Alcoholics Anonymous, so it's not.
No,
AA.
We're not that AA.
We're not that AA.
Don't call us if your car is stuck. Okay, you can call me. I'll be all right.
I mean, the Anvil does have a drinking problem, but
I do.
He's fine.
But I'm okay.
You're the reason we had to move cities.
Yeah. I have all sorts of bad habits, but basically because I can't. Every time I die, I come back without any.
There goes
disease or
Anvil's
anything.
spirit leaving his body.
You never
again.
learn.
He's
Yeah,
gotta
no,
stop
well.
drinking so much.
Doesn't long term doesn't. I don't make long term decisions.
Instantly sober.
Okay, so yeah, I got the Atlantic Aurora.
Yeah.
The Aurora Atlantica. There we go.
Oh, that sounds better.
What is it? What was it?
Aurora Atlantica.
Okay.
I kind of want to make something. A bad guy.
What if the evil guys also had
is
a
he
AA
professor
name?
or is he a doctor?
Oh, he's smart. He's smarter than us.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Tell him.
He was a leader. He was the one that came up with all the plans.
Let's call him Doctor.
So it's not a
Professor.
kid, is it?
Huh?
Or is it like a boy genius thing?
Well, it could be.
Was he a boy genius? Like IQ of
Yes.
200.
He was a boy genius. I don't know if he still is a boy.
And now he's going to take over the world. Unless we stop him. With the power
So
of
it's
baseball.
kind of like I can shoot baseballs.
Baseball?
Anything,
you can.
anything that I can hold. Yeah, anything that I can hold. Can become
you'd be an excellent pitcher. You could fire that baseball at like 600 feet per second. It's unhittable.
The cameras don't even catch it, you know. It's just a blur.
I'm just gonna.
It's just his merge.
Just gonna look up a word in Portuguese. That's what
No, okay.
that's what Americans do to make up words.
Yeah.
Up sick.
Dr. Escuro.
Dark? Escura? Is that dark?
It's very
Yeah.
dark. Right? It's very dark.
So
Or we'll just
dark.
call him Escuro.
Is he my nemesis?
Yes, of course, Nicholas.
Maybe.
No, but what if my guy doesn't like recognize him as a nemesis? Like, he thinks we have a vendetta going on. Like, I don't even know who you are, man.
Call him
Put me in
Descuro.
jail. Like I put many guys in jail. I don't know who you are.
Dr. Destro? Probably.
That's
Oh, very G.I. Joe.
like
Very G.I. Joe.
He has a metal face.
that's true.
He has a metal face.
Okay.
Cobra Commander.
Did you Google
Yes,
that?
You guys can be
Portuguese?
called Atlantic Aurora.
Yes, we are.
And let's
Aurora
make-
Atlantica. Get it right, man.
Aurora
Atlantic.
Atlantica.
That was the old shirts. We got new shirts now, new merch.
Exactly.
We got a new website. Our MySpace has been updated. 'Cause This is
Exactly.
2000.
MySpace
that's
is still
true,
around
that's
in this world.
Yeah, that's right. This is an alternate reality where
MySpace.
the towers never fell and MySpace is
Great.
big and Facebook never got off the ground.
There's no Twitter. That's why
Like,
people
it
are
sucks,
happier.
'cause I was thinking I might do like a robots thing.
Oh, robots
But,
cool.
like-
yeah,
It won't affect like any of you.
robots. I'd be able to
Yeah.
pound on
I mean,
them
he
with my
has
metal
he
form.
can like siphon the robot's energy.
Yeah, lasers are
Oh,
worthless.
yeah, that's right.
That's
He can
I
drain
can all-
10,000
drain
car
their-
batteries at
I'll
once.
drain all their energy and they just.
And they all just
He's
power down.
the
Oh, that'd be awesome.
throw car batteries into the ocean guy.
Yeah, that's right. No, he can drain the batteries, and I'll recycle them by throwing them into the ocean, like where all
Exactly.
where all the car batteries go.
2 seconds.
That's our what do you call it? A publicity campaign, helping clean the streets. Just making soup night. Is that a soup kitchen? Yeah, we do soup kitchen every now and then.
So are we gonna have, each of us are gonna have secret identities?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that would be cool if we had secret identities.
If we left our city, like, that we gotta give that's gonna also be a thing, like how do you dodge the world, life, social stuff? We're gonna just ignore that because if not even in our city, does it matter? Unless like the bad guy wants to blackmail you or
I kind of want to be from the city.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a name I use a lot, so I'm dipping in the well here. Okay, we're gonna call him Janus.
Who is Janus exactly?
Janus.
A boy named Janus. I can see his supervillain.
He's kind of like he's more of a psychotic type, like a Joker sort of.
Wait, cool. That's a villain, not a
wait, I'm a little lost. Who is Janus?
He's the one that you're hunting.
Okay,
so he's the big guy.
Master of disguise.
How do you spell that?
Janus.
Okay.
Okay.
I might not be good with the American pop culture reference, though. Just let you guys know.
I think it's like Norse.
No, I'm talking about like in-game stuff.
Who is Janus? It's like a two-faced sort of.
You watch American shows.
No, Janus is the Roman god of New Year. Yeah.
Yeah. God of duality, doorways and passages.
Yeah, there's also that. There's also New Year. I'm pretty sure there's something about New Year there. This is the passage into the anyway. That doesn't.
Sure you're right.
Doesn't
God
matter.
of beginnings and endings. Sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna fight a deity. Turns out is the little
self-proclaimed one.
Yeah, Marvel does Norse, DC does Greek. Can do Aztec. That'd be cool. Aztec mythology is pretty ripe for
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, there's more, but yeah.
That's the one. All right. So you guys are looking for your partner. We're gonna call him. I gave him invisibility, so we're gonna call him Blink.
See-through boy.
His name is Blink.
Blink
and
Blink boy? Is it Blink boy?
Blink. It's not Blink boy.
It's just Blink.
Stop trying to make him a child.
Because it's more tragic. It's like we are incompetent. We took a child to like defeat monsters and got him in danger. It's kind of our fault.
That's why we have to find him. Yeah. All right, we're looking for Blink.
I just don't even know.
He's the rookie.
He's a rookie.
Okay.
A rook. But anyways, so you were hunting Janus.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you
suspect him for having some sort of plot to he got a device. He managed to acquire a device that has potential for vast destruction. Could destroy all of Independence City.
Wouldn't that make so the other superheroes would like chime in as well?
Sure, but you've tracked him from another place, so they're not really buying it. Janus isn't really from the town, so they don't take the threat seriously like you guys do because you've been dealing with him for a while.
Okay.
Oh, they think he's not a big threat.
No,
yeah, he's small fish. Okay.
Do we know if this is, or we're gonna just do when we play? Is this device is something he made or something he stole?
You were looking into the lead.
Blink knew it, but he died before speaking.
Yeah, Blink didn't tell you guys anything. All you guys know is that this guy took out Blink and Crispy.
Yes.
Anvil, excuse me.
Anvil.
Anvil?
Yeah, that's my superhero name.
So you don't know whether or not he has it.
What is your name, Eli? What is your guy's name?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe Quantum for now, but I might change it.
Nice.
But Quantum right now. Yeah.
Voltage.
You're like, you have underwater powers though.
I was thinking something, like torrent to this water related.
Torrent.
Manowar, Portuguese Manowar.
Cavitation or something.
I don't think.
Why don't you call yourself Portuguese Man of War?
I don't think we're gonna hit much water, but we'll see.
So, we're gonna have to.
My minor power, so quantum. That the energy absorption is my main power. Right?
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Quantum's good.
If there's one thing I'm gonna do, it's make sure you get to go in the water.
It's like
I just keep pools of water around you guys.
I 100% can't swim. Like 100%.
It's going to be
you can walk on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
I can walk on the ocean floor up to a depth of 1,200 feet. But
maybe we'll cross a bridge in the city and we'll cross a river and that'll be the body of water there for a bit.
Not San Francisco Bridge.
Be like, hey, we're gonna cross this bridge. You'd be like, I'm swimming.
You can probably swim, just not in your metal form, right?
I can't swim in metal form,
right?
And I'm nervous around water. That'll be awesome.
Yeah,
because it makes you rust.
I'm worried about rust.
Oh,
yeah.
We got to oil you like the Tin Man. Then we're gonna carry a can of oil.
Otherwise, then nobody moves. It creaks for like 3 weeks.
So, is it just your skin, or are your insides still like
my
mushy
whole
flesh?
body transform into a juggernaut of living metal? My weight is quadrupled.
So I suppose that makes it your whole innards and everything else.
Yeah, I get super strong.
You could chew metal.
You turn into your metal? Does your dong turn metal or what?
Hey man, this is not the boys. This is more.
Okay, but I gotta. So the suit, is your suit going to sustain the damage that you can sustain? Because you always end up naked.
No, that's only when I die. I don't like every day wake up naked. Well, unless I sleep.
His clothes don't.
Naked. No, but like you're like
Marvel.
fighting.
It's Marvel.
No,
okay.
like
style, right? And the boys, I can see that happening, or even.
Yeah, no, I look more like Colossus, like so.
Okay.
But the question is, do you have clothes that change?
Maybe they go under.
My body itself.
Don't you get bigger?
What's that?
Do you get bigger?
It doesn't say anything about getting bigger, but I'm 4 times heavier.
So you're running around with Hawaiian shorts on, no problem.
Yeah, I just turn into metal.
Okay.
Cool.
You're just wearing spandex.
I wanted you to become like 8 feet tall and like a ball.
I kind of want to be 8 feet tall.
Can we make that what happens?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I just get a bigger.
You have a superhero name, Nicholas?
Yeah, mine is Nephilim.
Nephilim?
Nephilim. And I also have a secret real identity, which you guys don't know. It's my real name.
Yeah,
I have a real name, and I'm not smart enough to keep it hidden.
It's Rob.
It's like, my name's Rob.
You see a guy with your name. Hey, he has the same name as me.
My name's Cal, like short for Callum. Callum Shaughnessy.
Nice, Callum.
Callum O'Shaughnessy. I'm an O'Shaughnessy.
Of course you are.
I work.
A laser does full damage to you. Interesting.
Oh, lasers? Yeah.
I hope you.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a big knowing roleplay, and my guy's gonna be like from Brazil, just because if I make like a really dumb faux pas, it will be in character. Okay.
Oh, don't worry about it.
So do you want to get bigger when you transform?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Like,
let's just give you some like breathable spandex on, right?
Yeah, whatever. Like I have a super suit.
Nah, man, the Hulk
hand me down.
That.
I think you'll be fine, Nicholas. It's just you watch a lot of American TV shows, right? I would imagine, or movies.
Yeah.
And this isn't real life. This is an alternate.
It'd be like the Avengers, the Marvel movies, or
no,
DC
but it's a case like you make a reference of something that is clearly obvious, but I won't get it, So if I say then if I invalidate what you said, you can incorporate that into character, That's what I mean.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could be from another country or even an alien or something.
Yeah, I can just be an alien.
Yeah, we could just role play that. Like, what are you talking about?
I come from another continent. I'm an alien.
Yeah, it's called Heaven.
Yeah, that's right.
And from
the
literal
the
heaven.
fallen angel.
I mean, my guy just keeps mentioning that he's not from around, but he never says exactly where.
Yeah,
just to add the mystique.
Yeah. Okay.
Could say mostly for my costume, Phil. It's mostly just overalls, like from work. And so, like when I transform, they rip up a little bit, and then I just have to get new overalls.
You still have the company's logo.
Yeah, I still have the company logo, or I'll like rip it off as an afterthought if I remember.
You go small, they're like hanging down here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the was it the old Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk?
Yes.
Transform
exactly.
back, and then you have to hold on to your.
You mean the true Incredible Hulk? Lou Ferrigno is always going to be the true Hulk. And that actor that played Bruce Banner, man, he was fantastic. Oh, man. Still the saddest ending to a TV show ever made.
I've never seen that. I don't know what happens. Does he keep walking down the road?
Oh, it's so sad, and the music is just it's heart-wrenching.
I mean, I can remember the music.
The music is perfect.
The little piano thing.
Yeah, the piano. Oh, you just felt so awful. Oh man, that was the golden age of television.
Are supers regulated?
That's a good question. Are they regulated?
So does the government have does the government know our ID? Like, do we have to register ourselves as a super?
Oh, there's a superhero registry, and I hate
they're self-regulated.
Oh yeah, so
there's
not regulated.
There's some like high-level groups that keep tabs on the supers on behalf of governments because they don't want that sort of war to break out between humanity and supers. Also, police are getting more effective at it because
they have their
there's
own
also this like element of high technology going on. So like lasers are a lot more prevalent, and like people are like developing these technologies.
Dang it, Phil.
Lasers, yeah. Drones.
There's lasers.
There's lasers.
Even the police
found already my kryptonite. These immediately. Everyone's got lasers, by the way.
Everyone has lasers.
Some supers work for the police.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of all do.
Not me, man. I'm a working stiff.
How are the police going to perceive Aurora Atlantica if they run into us and they question us? They'll be like, are we going to have to hide who we are, or we can just say, "Hey, we're."
I go invisible.
So they're going to see us. They're going to see us as vigilantes,
Probably
we're new to the city.
Because you're new to the city, if you exhibit superpowers, then they will be suspicious of you.
I mean, won't we be down there with our suits and everything? I don't think there's much to hide.
Yeah, but they are not going to trust you with that power yet. You have to prove yourself in this city.
I don't want to register some stupid bureaucrat in City Hall. It's just going to stamp.
It's a mixed bag. It's not like a generic. Everyone thinks the same thing.
Okay.
Come on,
man. We'll just have unique NPCs. Yeah, they're going to interact with.
Just get it over with, man.
No.
One of them's shooting Anvil with a laser gun.
For sure, I'm getting shot with a laser gun. I wake up and about half an hour later, dang it! Again.
Half the criminals
who does lasers
have laser guns and laser rifles and pistols. And laser knives.
They're starting to develop, the.
Okay, what in terms of equipment, Phil? What is reasonable to accept for us is in terms of resources?
Do we have a?
What do you want?
I want very little because I'm still working a construction job.
I'm fine with comms. I'm fine with.
Okay.
We got a pager.
Car.
No, we have cell phones. I mean, it's before iPhone, but we would have like flip phones.
Oh wait,
you don't have any kind of supercar or anything.
It's before smartphones.
So it's like a retro.
I think it was like turn of the century, so right around 2000.
Okay.
It's flip phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run flip phones.
So like Sony Ericsson phones and Nokia phones are still a thing. And
tank phones.
Yeah.
The Razor.
That's like the high end phones.
Razor's really
Motorola Razors.
Yeah. It's a sign of
phone.
Affluence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with the cops. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Unless you're hand delivering them a criminal. They're always happy to get.
Yeah. Will we start directly in Independence City? Like, can we just start there? Or how do you... Okay.
I wanted the start to be Anvil is resurrecting.
Yep.
Literally
I wake
the
up.
first thing that happens in the game.
But you resurrect where?
In my apartment.
Wait, you don't resurrect where you died? You just appear somewhere else?
It's within 100. It's within 100 miles.
Okay. So you always resurrect back at your apartment.
Yeah.
Wherever I
miss.
You're the closest to our...
I mean,
that's what I think.
It's a huge radius.
Where do you have like a? Oh my gosh, what is it called? I'm drawing up
a phylactery. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think that's what it said, Phil.
Is your apartment? Is it like Minecraft? It's just because you slept there that became your spawn point?
Your spawn point. Yeah.
I think
whatever's his bed, right? He marks it to his bed.
Miles.
Yeah. He carries his bed.
His last bonfire.
Yeah, it says 100 miles. Yeah.
Okay. Is it tied to any reason, or do you just
no? It's where I choose, I guess.
Cool. You just fly.
So equipment, like let's say Eli's character has like a car battery that he keeps it. I mean, I guess cars are available everywhere. He doesn't need to worry about that.
Yeah, don't carry around 10,000 car batteries.
Oh wait, let me look at my power.
Can I have like marbles? I have like a bunch of marbles in some pockets that I can, use as projectiles.
Of course, you can have marbles. Why wouldn't you be able to have marbles?
Because they're prismatic, so they, by itself.
So
like glass marbles.
Okay, so I can absorb energy, but I also can. This is energy absorption, but when I do the energy flash, it doesn't say that I need to absorb energy first. It just says I can discharge energy. That will strike everyone in an area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any kind of points to it. It's just you can't absorb like the entire city.
It just happens.
Yeah. It's just a restriction on how much you can pull out.
It's a 10,000 car battery, so that's one gigawatt. That's a lot of power, though.
It's a lot of power.
You can power up a city.
You can depower a city.
Can you?
Probably.
It's 1 gigawatt.
If we have a Mac, if we had like a giant Mac, you could be the energy source.
So you could definitely take all the power out of a building.
Yeah.
That's not really how buildings work, right? You have to take it out of the city grid.
I guess you could fry the systems.
Your energy discharge, Eli, will allow you to
fry
overwhelm transformers and you walk up to a building circuit panel and you can touch it and
absorb it and stuff.
Absorb it and then send it back in and blow it up.
Anything that has a battery attached to it, obviously, you can drain instantly.
I mean, you just put part of the city into a brownout.
So it's just like electricity, right?
Energy.
Any energy.
So this is where
even fire, heat, I can absorb.
Heat.
I take no damage from those.
Does my light produce heat?
Your light is electromagnetic radiation, wasn't it? It's radiation, so it's a form of energy.
Can I power Eli then?
That would be awesome. Why not?
Well,
that's fantastic.
He doesn't need to be powered.
I'm the healer.
I don't need to be. I don't need to be.
doesn't.
Yeah, I don't need to be powered. I can just absorb it. It just says I can. Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Oh, okay.
Here at least this website, it says it can 1 gigawatt of power can
power. Yeah, that's what I was just reading it in the book.
876,000 households.
Yeah.
So I can probably do a small city or a large town
blackout,
or something.
Yeah,
that can black out a whole, like the power plant. Anyhow,
you must be able to black out for some amount of time.
Was it light band or?
Yeah, bend light.
Yeah, bend light was one of your
bend
minors.
Bend light. Just want to see like its minor implications. Blank spot. I can parry lasers and other light beams. So So basically, Anvil protects me from physical damage. I protect him from energy damage. You know, I cover you with my wings.
We got some good combos here. Yeah. Plus, Eli can just absorb those lasers coming in.
Exactly. Man, we are the full
meat shield.
The shock troop.
Just hold me up like a shield.
Yeah. You get me in close, and I'll just massive damage with my big fists and metal body.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have like scent. I forgot that. I can see ultraviolet and infrared. We have the full like investigation front covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
This game is just pure D6s, right? Because like
this is just D6s, yes.
So my light beam is just gonna do. It says light beam is 1d4 plus 1 milli round that I can blind an opponent.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna do one. We're just gonna do one round then.
So
the damage is irrelevant.
Damage.
Oh,
damage
you're saying
well, not damage. I'm
saying the blinding.
The blinding. It says 1d4 melee round, so we're just gonna say it's one round, or we roll a d6.
Oh, good question. That's a good question. How do you want to handle that, Phil?
Is this your?
It's part of my major.
We'll make it your number of rounds equal to your skill level. Yes.
Okay,
tying everything into skill.
It's a 3. Okay.
So you'd be 3 rounds. Yeah.
It's about average, anyways.
And what about damage for his abilities? Because damage is static, not rolled.
I do 2d6. It says in my energy flash, but it says that it counts as one melee attack, but I can only perform that once per melee round.
I mean, 2d6. The equivalent in this would probably be 1 strike of damage.
Isn't that what everyone does? 1 strike?
No, my fists do 3.
Oh, yeah,
that was the.
But
I have super strength, so that makes sense, I guess.
Okay, so 2d6. Probably 1, yeah.
I'm just trying to compare.
We'll say the AoE does 1 to everything.
It's AoE 10 feet. It says range 10 feet per level, but we're not doing levels.
I mean, I don't know. 2d6 would be like a sword, right? So that would be 2 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just looking at the damage table on page 51, Phil, if you want to look through that.
I'm just going to make it your skill rating. Make it
the skill rating? Okay.
Yeah, that'll keep it simple.
That keeps it really
I didn't want it to be too powerful, but
that's what I'm doing for Anvil too, so. Yeah. The damage is going to be based on your skill rating.
That makes I like that.
Yeah, it makes it
easy. Solution.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
That's
just
works for
strength of your
stuff too. Nyx
represents a power level, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like it.
Okay.
Easy.
How many attacks do you get? Just 1 per round? Is that how this game is? Or do you get multiple?
Yeah.
1 per round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And movement is you always have movement. Hold on. No, you don't. Let me see. There's something about that.
And we're not doing anything with SDC, right? We're just going to ignore the SDC stuff, right?
No, it's much more lethal though, so careful on that one.
Yeah.
You're kind of more lethal. Or everyone is kind of more
okay, so move is considered an action. So it says here, a character cannot attack on the same turn that they make a move action unless it's a charge attack. Charge attack can only target a creature or NPC that is less than an attacker's move combat limit -1 away from the attacker. So you can charge, or you can attack, or you just move, or you attack.
Okay. You can't do both, just one or the other.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
real quick.
armor and focus
Oh,
and parry and dodge and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so Nicholas has negative energy. So I feel like that should give you an armor buff when it's on. It's like a force field.
mm-hmm.
But force field means something in total party skills.
It does. A force field would
maybe,
be something
maybe we should do that instead.
Impossible, so it'd be like an 18 to hit. And keep in
Oh,
mind, most enemies are going to roll 2d6 plus something.
Yeah, so it's almost impossible to hit.
Isn't too much?
Should be.
Yeah. Can't we just nerf it though, a bit?
So if it's like plated armor, so like a full suit of armor, that would be 10. Like you'd have to beat DC 10 to hit someone with full suit of armor.
It's supposed to be impossible to hit Nicholas with bullets.
Oh, okay. So you could say for projectiles,
anything
impossible
with lower mass
or magical, which is 14. You got to beat a 14.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it holds magic though. It's just mass. So
yeah.
It's
no, I'm talking about total party skills. I'm just trying to look at for something that's
comparable.
Though my other power also holds energy attacks, so I guess we can just clump it together.
So like,
yeah, you also have bend light, which makes you impervious to lasers.
Projectiles. So
you're pretty much
anti-range.
I mean, I'm just gonna make you impervious to that stuff because you're supposed to be.
Yep.
Okay.
That requires no rolling. It's just like
and I can have no armor because like I fly with my wings, so I need to be light.
Yeah.
But then that balance things out.
So, what happens if like a rocket comes at you?
So the thing it says there is anything with greater mass, it slowly tries to repel it slowly. So I guess I would just slow it. It says something about like up to 3d4 feet or something like that.
Yeah. It just seems like there's absolutely no way to attack you with anything.
Well, I think that in the case of a missile, first of all, the missile is going to outmass him, right?
Exactly. Plus speed.
And it has a significant amount of velocity. All missiles in Heroes Unlimited are guided, so it's going to. And the way a missile works is it just has to get close enough that it catches in the blast radius. He would absolutely be caught in the blast radius or shrapnel or what have you.
So missiles.
I still have a good chance again. I mean, of course, die, but like because the blast could be considered energy, so it deflect, then shrapnel, but it'll definitely be like knocked around and get dizzy, and maybe my wings might singe a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens? You're talking about wings because I see here for flight, winged, and is this wingless?
Yeah, you just fly because you can. You woke up one day and decided you could fly.
But like yours for wings, it just same for me. It says if you're flying, if you're hovering, even just a few inches off the ground, you get all these pluses to strike and parry and dodge, and even to damage for every 20 miles per hour of flying speed. But we're just gonna like ignore that stuff, right? Or is that gonna come into play? I guess if I was flying real fast,
say that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't catch your question.
The flight for wingless and winged, it says the character can hover several inches above the ground during combat in order to use his full bonuses. And for winged, for both of us, you get bonuses to strike, to parry, to dodge. If you're under 80 miles per hour, if you're over, then you get even more bonuses to dodge and to damage. It says you get +4 damage for every 20 miles per hour of full
That's
flight.
Right.
What page are you?
It's in flight.
233. But you also get bonuses
lots
like
of stuff
that.
Gives you like +2 to strike, +1 to strike, all that shit.
This is at the 100.
We're just kind of hand waving all that stuff away.
We're hand waving that. Okay.
But if they're big bonuses, then they
maybe I guess my thing is if we're flying, do you get any bonuses to dodge, or if you're flying, if you're flying fast and you hit someone, do you get bonuses to damage? I guess is what I'm trying to figure out.
Those are all good questions. And my read of Nicholas's ability is that he can use it 5 minutes per level of experience, up to a maximum of 1 hour per day. So for those few minutes, it's
impervious to
impervious.
He has to have it on. That's the thing. He has to have it on and know he's being attacked.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't have to know, but cool thing is if someone shoots you, you can redirect it back at them too.
If he knows that the shot came in. A long range shot, he would not know that it has come in.
Sniper or something.
Yeah. You don't get a dodge on that.
My character or
your character?
All of us, we wouldn't.
Any of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if he has it on, it works still.
If he has
it on, yeah. But it's a limit to 1 hour a day. So if he has
1 hour a day and 5 minute increments.
So I need to turn on and off it's
5 minute increments. So you turn it on, you got 5 minutes.
So you got 12 times you can use it.
Yeah, you can't be like, okay, I'm going to turn it on for 2 seconds, and then I'll turn it on for 30 seconds. And
I thought 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So 12 uses a day.
So 12 uses.
12 uses a day.
The only big thing I see on the flight will say that you can add your, but there's no flight skill.
Yeah.
But you could add your agility.
I think
add your agility.
That.
Just add your agility to the.
I was gonna say add your agility to dodge.
To dodge, sure.
Oh, okay.
The damage is +4 damage for every 20 miles per hour.
It's a
so
lot.
If you're going to, I guess if you're going to spear somebody while you're flying at them,
I would imagine we would take damage
extra.
You take 1/3. You take 1/3 of the damage.
How do you know that?
Well, that's you. It's hidden in one of the pages in Palladium. Palladium,
that makes sense. That you would take damage if you ran into someone.
But if you look at it, it's you take 1/3. So if you were doing a flying attack,
okay.
Let's say that you did a flying attack and you add your agility skill to the damage of your attack, you'll take 1/3 of that yourself.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
I mean, we can just skip that if that's too. It's fine.
Well, I like that though. Like I like the idea
feel
that you
desperate enough to spear somebody, then we'll have that set up.
Like it makes sense to me that you would use that because it's such a cool thing to be able to fly and do like a flying punch or something.
Yeah, but I have I have body 1, so.
Yeah, so we don't have like.
Oh dang it! You can't.
I'm shooting marbles and light beams.
Oh, you're shooting marbles as your negative energy thing. I got you.
Yeah.
So because pretty much most attacks that come at me are going to affect me, unless it's like the energy guns that won't affect you. But heat, fire, electrical.
Things could ricochet into you. Yeah.
It's mostly going to be people punching, kicking, and bullets. So I'm going to be like taking that.
Yeah.
So is Nicholas, right?
So basically, Nicholas is going to be impervious to projectiles when he has it on. So no armor needed. Right?
Right.
Eli, do you have any kind of defensive?
No.
But you're also kind of impervious to a bunch of energy.
Not kinetic. So only energy, like energy stuff like fire, heat.
Bullets will still hit.
So if
bullets, punches are still going to affect me.
If that comes up in game, just kind of describe absorbing it so that I remember.
Okay, but punches and kicks, that I cannot absorb. Yeah. That's just I have to take.
And so just describe how attacks affect you. Like you're in charge of describing how your powers work.
Okay.
And I think so for Crispy, you're the only one that is like still kind of vulnerable when you have your power on.
Yeah.
It's kind of vulnerable.
But he has his power on.
Not really vulnerable at all.
You can have it on all the time, though.
That's the difference is that although I don't have invulnerability, it's a lot easier for me to shrug off damage.
Yeah.
Because if you're still okay with it, Phil, if I make that metal body check, the damage just bounces.
Okay.
Like that's
so we're saying no armor?
He is armor.
I am armor, so I guess you just decide what it is. If I'm going to grow bigger, though, then it shouldn't be that hard to. I mean, you can hit me. It's just getting through my metal.
It's hard because you're metal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, whatever you decide. If you want it to be like, if it's like plate armor, that would be a 10. So you have to beat a 10.
Yeah. I think with the other shit, it just seems certainly powerful enough.
Yeah.
A 10,
Yeah.
armor 10, and then perfect focus to mitigate.
Yeah.
And am I giving you parry also or no?
I took parry if someone tries to just come in and hit me, but I didn't take any dodge.
But I didn't give you any metal bonuses to parry or dodge,
No.
right?
No.
Is focus a power or an action? I mean,
no. To shrug damage is not an action.
Okay, so you just get to do that every time you take damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Focus.
The difference is that, and this we can change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Crispy is kind of vulnerable. He'll just respawn in a few minutes. That is true. So this is what it is normally is if you roll focus and you succeed against a DC 10, so you give me 11 or higher, then you take half damage. But what we were trying to do for this this metal skin thing is if I succeed, then I take no damage.
Let's change it.
Do you want to change that and do a half?
I want to make it half, but also add your metal rating. You know?
Right. Okay. So
it's all pretty much complete. So
okay.
it'll be mitigate half plus 3.
Oh, half plus 3. Okay. So if I get hit with something really big.
Is that too much math? Is that too complex?
Well, well, no, that's fine. Because then if I get hit with like a machine gun or something like that, that does 5 damage.
But doesn't it just make your DC to hit you harder, having the metal armor? Isn't that just...
That could be, we could just do it that way.
It does.
So that would be 10. Like if you just count the armor as a full plate, then it's 10. But
I'm making it super.
So if they do roll over that, then it did penetrate you, and you just roll regular focus, right? It's really hard. It's nearly impossible, right? Because that seems like a high roll, a 10. I don't know.
Well, it does depend if we're up against a supervillain that's got a 3 in body. They're rolling 3d6 plus a strike bonus plus a ranged combat bonus.
Yeah, you remember you adding.
You're adding all those up. That a 10 isn't that high.
Okay. Good.
And then if I do get hit, just so I understand this, I'd roll my metal body plus body, so 4d6 plus 3. And then if I succeed, I take half damage less 3.
That's so stupid. Just mitigate it all. There's no reason to do it, to do the 3, because if it's 6 damage, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
it starts mattering at 7 damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. So whatever, we'll just mitigate.
The other way around that, if you don't want me to do that, the metal body roll is just make it so that the armor is, you have to hit a higher AC. That's all.
Yeah, just make it a 14.
And then I can still roll focus to try to mitigate it, but I only take half.
What's your power? A 3?
My power is 3.
Maybe 13, 10 plus 3. Armor class
10. Oh,
you
could do that. 10 plus 3.
Plus 3, his power.
They have to roll a 14 or higher to get through my armor. And then I can still roll to get half damage.
That's fine. I don't know what you put in your focus, but I'm also okay with you using your metal as your focus for.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I'm not in metal form, I'd use my regular focus, which is 2. Yeah. And if I'm in metal form, I'll use my metal body, which is 3.
Yeah.
So it would be body, which is 4d6 plus 3. I'm trying to beat a 10, and I take half damage if I beat a 10.
So is it always a 10 on focus rolls?
Always.
Okay.
Beat a 10. Okay. That's considered
so
hard
easy.
Difficulty.
Yeah,
it's easy for some of us.
If I made a 4d6 plus 3, always mitigate every point of damage, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, so I'd take half damage on that. But then
I like what we're saying.
But then my ace to hit me to get through my armor, you have to beat a 13. That's 10 plus my
nerfed again.
So I got nerfed again. Yeah. Story mode difficulty, really, Nicholas? You think so? Mr. I cannot be hit by anything.
You said for my heightened sense, just because I'm trying to get it and turn it into this game from Palladium to this. My heightened sense of smell, it says it's difficult to surprise me. So I get a plus to dodge and initiative. But you said I get an extra die for.
Is there initiative in total party skills?
Yes.
Okay.
But your initiative is different. Your initiative is just you roll at the beginning of the session a. I'll look it up. Go ahead. You just keep talking.
Okay. So I guess even for like dodging, it says it's hard to surprise me. So would I just, if I wasn't a dodge, do I just get to roll an extra d6, or do I just add a +1 because I have that sense of smell thing?
Ooh.
To what?
He gets a bonus to his initiative because of his
And
sense
to
of
dodge,
smell.
because it says within 100 feet. It says it's difficult to surprise his character. He's likely to smell a person, robot, animal, or vehicle within 100 feet before it reaches him, especially if the wind is blowing in his direction. In fact, he catches scent on the winds triple his normal range. +1 to dodge, +1 to initiative. I mean, that's not that high. But.
Yeah, I don't care about the +1 to dodge, +1 initiative, but I'll definitely keep that in mind that you can't be ambushed.
Okay, so initiative
within 100 feet and triple if the winds are blowing in my direction.
Okay.
Initiative order is set at the beginning of the game normally. You can change this, of course, but what it is, you roll your mind score, and you determine who's by going highest to lowest. So, like, I have a mind of 1, and then you add if you have a perception bonus. I think Nick had a perception bonus, or maybe it was Eli. It was Eli.
I have 1.
Yeah. So Nick, you would roll mind +1, and Eli would roll mind plus probably his scent or something like way high.
D6.
And I roll a just a single D6 because I don't have perception and I have a 1 in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
And that determines the order.
The thing is that when does smell help you go first?
Helps you see guys coming, So he's aware.
Potentially,
It's only a
smell when
plus.
someone's about to attack.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in a quick draw.
Respiration. I don't know how far does his scent go, but like
it says 100 feet.
No, but I mean how deep. Like dogs can feel our hormones, so if you get scared, like they kind of smell it. Like how far are you going?
Yeah, it's definitely that level. Otherwise, it's not even a superpower, right? It's got to be that. Okay. You can smell the sweat, smell the. Yeah.
Perception gives you initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Is this a quick draw? Are we doing a quick draw right now?
No. This is just the way they handle it at the beginning of the session, and then it just stays in that order for the session. So if there's something else that happened, like a surprise or something, it would still default to say it's Eli, Nick, me. It would be that order.
Whatever.
I got a question about damage just one last time.
Not that important. I forgot to do it every time we played TPS. I never did it.
Yeah. Fine, you can go first, Eli.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care whatever it is.
It does. I don't think it's that important.
It isn't that important. If you want it because it's cool, that's fine.
I think it's cool. I think he should.
Let's say it's cool and it's like it's to go first because he smells. He smells when you shit in your pants.
And I have no sense of smell when I'm in metal form, so
you're not going anywhere.
Can you taste things?
Everything tastes kind of coppery.
If you had extra sense taste, would you get an issue? Probably not.
I'm gonna look that up.
You're gonna do like his name. You have to leak the air to smell.
I'm looking it up.
I feel so. If I get attacked, okay, and
if you get a what?
Like I have an attack incoming. Like, do I roll a reaction? Like I have to choose between dodge or parry? Is that it?
No, the dodge and parry skills increase the difficulty of the attack against you.
Oh, of the guy. Yeah. Okay.
You're probably attacking on your turn.
So like, do I tell you like? You have our stats.
I don't think there's a full defensive. Can you take a full defensive action?
In Palladium, yes.
In TPS.
In TPS, no.
Okay. Specific.
Did that answer your question, Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay, jeez. Got all bumpy all of a sudden.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I don't think it's the last question.
Okay.
So, if I dodge, I dodge full damage, right? Or do I get half of it?
So you don't roll a dodge. A dodge just increases the
Yeah.
difficulty to hit you in the first
A
place.
successful focus check, which is a DC of 10,
Would
you half the damage.
take half damage. Yeah.
It's basically your dodge and parry. It's like adding to armor class if it was D&D.
That is correct, Eli.
That's what it's doing. Yeah, you don't roll anything, and then you roll focus to absorb the damage.
Yes. Okay.
So let me get those numbers from y'all. If y'all are ready to give them to me.
I'm ready. What numbers are you giving?
All right, let's get ranged defense, I guess.
Dodge?
Just like DC. I'm looking for DCs for me to punch you in the face.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
anvil,
Mine's probably
range.
easiest. Yeah, anvil.
Well, yours is like 2 numbers.
Mine's pretty easy.
Armored and unarmored.
You have to beat a 13 when I'm in metal form.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in
like
human form, you have to beat a 3.
Oh, jeez.
Is it just your body, or?
Yeah. No, it's just a base 3. If you're not armored, it's base.
Everyone's 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
he has to get a 4 or higher.
Armor's good.
So when I'm armored, he has to get a 14 or higher.
And melee?
Melee, you have to get a 15 or higher. So the DC is 14.
And 5.
Because I have parry 1.
Okay.
But I don't have anything for dodge. That's it for me.
Okay, so you're saying it's a 14, but I need to roll a 15.
Yes.
For melee.
Because you have to beat the number. Yeah.
Eli, you got yours, man?
Yeah, so for quantum, I guess if I'm doing this right, it's base 3, my dodge is 2, so it's a 5.
Correct.
And my parry is a 2, so it's a 5 again. In both cases.
But don't you add something like your flight into?
When you're flying, you have extra dodge.
Oh, I thought we weren't doing that.
You add your.
No,
3.
we're gonna add your athletics bonus if you're in
agility,
like speed. If you're flying at speed.
What's our agility bonus then?
It's your agility skill.
Which is so I thought you said not to put any points into flight though.
No, not flight, just agility. We're using agility.
Flight is agility.
Yeah. I made flight not a skill. So any type of flight checks you would have are going to be tied to your agility.
So look under your physical agility.
So from those 15 points, I never put anything into agility.
So you'd probably want to, because that's going to give you a bonus to your dodge.
Okay.
And all your flight maneuvers will be tied to it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Nicholas, what you got, man? Nephilim.
Okay, so dodge is 3. Does that make it like a 4 then? What was it?
A 6. It's base 3 plus your skill, so 6 if your dodge is 3. It's 6.
Okay. That's it. I don't have any parry or anything else.
Well, what's your athletics? Because you have flight also.
Yeah, athletics, agility.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my agility is 3. Yeah.
So you'll have a 9 in the sky. All right, and then what's your melee? Do you have any parry?
I don't.
Okay, so 3 there.
Yep.
I put a 1 for flight for agility, so I have plus. Okay, so it'll be an additional +1 when I'm flying. That's all.
All right. Good shiz. All right, I can't think of anything else. We haven't talked.
Who narrates the failures, who narrates the successes?
You're going to narrate all of your own failures and successes.
Okay.
Anything that affects you, you're going to tell me about it.
Okay.
But I will let you know what's hitting you through my action prior to the roll, ideally.
And you're going to flash the difficulty.
Yeah, I got to get something for that.
Okay.
I can't find Max's thing. I guess I can.
It's on his website.
Pull it from the archives.
Yeah, it's on his website.
All right, good shit. You guys excited?
Yep.
Yeah. Wondering if this is going to just be a huge cluster.
Could be. What time is the game starting tomorrow?
8:30 p.m. Same time this started.
Same time.
Yeah.
And we're planning an hour and a half. Is that fair?
What?
How long are we? 2 hours?
I can go for a little bit more.
Hopefully 3 hours.
3 hours?
That's usually that's my cap. Like anything more than that,
Oh man, 3 hours is rough.
I have a question. My underwater ability It says my strength increases to a 24.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he's super strength
So
if he's in water.
When I'm underwater, am I just gonna hit harder or something like Anvil?
Yeah. So your underwater rating is going to add dice to everything you do underwater.
You really are like the eel man. What is your name, by the way?
Quantum. So wait, underwater ability.
Quantum.
I thought you said not to put any points into underwater ability.
No. What I said is, if you want to, you have an underwater skill.
Yes.
A energy absorption skill, and then smell as a skill. Okay. Every point you put into the underwater skill adds a dice to, let's say, more physical stuff, but stuff that would make sense that underwater ability would. So physical things that you're doing underwater, you get an additional die for every point you put in the skill. So it just scales up with however.
So for base, I'll get 1. Even if I don't put any points into it, I'll have like an extra D6 just because I have that power.
No, you
I
need to put 1.
power?
You need to put
I think you'd have to put 1 into it just as a base.
But I'll say as a base, you can breathe underwater and have the depth stuff. But I'm not going to give you all the super.
Do you have gills? Eli, do you have gills?
I would say they activate when I go underwater. Normally I don't, but then they kind of flop.
You're like, what was it? AG2O, that one thing with the mermaids.
Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Oh yeah, but he had on all the time, right?
I don't remember that. I know that movie was. I went to the theater and it was so bad. That's all
it was so bad.
It was so bad.
The worst movies ever.
We're at the theater.
Come on, it's cool. It's nice.
It was so bad.
We were there with a group of friends, and I think we all wanted to leave. And after we left the movie, we were like, "Man, I wanted to leave." Like in the first half hour, all of us did, but we all thought we were enjoying it, like everyone else, so we stayed and endured it.
Oh man,
come on, man!
It's not a great
it's like Mad Max, but in the world.
I mean, if you're watching it on TV streaming, I guess but we were at the theater. It just kind of felt like really
got ripped off.
Yes,
you got your money back.
Paid money to get in, money for popcorn and drinks. It just felt not worth it,
Mm-mm.
Eli, you're making me nervous. Do you have all your skills correct? Yes.
Yeah. Just the underwater, I hadn't put any points in. Everything else I did.
Okay.
I mean not. So I'll just be able to breathe underwater and swim underwater and just go to the depth. But that's it. I'm just a Michael Phelps in the water. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have the extra strength or anything.
So you're not putting any points in underwater?
I don't think so. So I can just swim and breathe underwater, and that's it, right? You said that's a base. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. So I won't have extra strength.
And you have depth. You got the depth protection also.
Yeah. So I could just swim well. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that'll rarely come. I think I need the other stuff to not get hit every day.
Now I'm definitely putting it in the water.
It's going to be underwater with lasers.
Everyone else would be in the same boat as me.
Lasers underwater.
That's right.
Everyone else would be in
Janice with his underwater lair.
Well, I'd be able to swim there. I'm just not going to have extra strength. I'll just have to deal with my regular strength today. I just throw it.
You'd be like, I still not have any problem in these lasers. You just
what is going to be your offensive? Your main offensive power.
I don't really have an offensive power except if I do the.
No, but like, will you have a gun? Like, will you a baton, a trident?
I figured
an EMP.
I'm just blinding people and maybe doing an energy if they're within 10 feet of me. Just the
a really high-powered flashlight.
But like, you just like going like walking up ahead and exploding.
Well, they have to be within 10 feet of me, but if you guys are within 10 feet of me, you'll get hit as well. Yeah. So
I think I can survive your blast due to my I can bend it around me, but
maybe.
But everyone else, if he didn't, cars.
Oh, I think Anvil wouldn't. I wouldn't even hit him, right? With his high armor class, with his high DC.
Yeah, maybe not.
It's a big question.
Although I'm vulnerable, if it's an area attack, then I think I'm vulnerable to those.
Why?
Well, this is what it said. It said
gem powers.
It says here, Powerful explosions or destructive forces such as fiery inferno with intense blast furnace heat, hurricanes, earthquakes, and similar do full damage and do not require a roll to strike above AR.
Yeah, you get.
Oh.
You gotta have like something, man.
Lasers and bombs.
Trident, baseball
like bombs and stuff like that would be.
You just keep getting more and more susceptible to me.
It's okay, because if I die half an hour later, I just come back.
But then you have like to pick up a train or something because you can't fly, and
yeah,
you're gonna have to wait you.
That's right. I have to like get a cab.
Yeah, you just go materialize inside the enemy base, no problem.
I could, because
then they kill you again.
Yes,
they keep you on a loop. They keep you on a loop.
Every time he dies, he loses a permanent health.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we're playing it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's the Dark Souls curse, right? Isn't when you died?
I guess.
Yeah.
He's got to get back to his body.
Exactly.
You get your body back. You get your health back.
Yeah, I get my body back, but I lose in Palladium. I lose 2 PE every time it happens. Physical endurance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if I have a baton or I punch someone, it's the same damage, right? It's just 1 strike of damage, whether I have a baton or if I punch someone.
Yep.
Maybe.
Let's see here.
Maybe I
guess this changes the skill you're using.
All right, so a baton. So we'll call that a club. A club does 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I'll have like a baton, and because I'm not going to really have too much.
Bring like a stun rod. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No, it's like no, I'm not.
I mean, I'm fine with a stun rod. I don't know if that's something we can have or not, though. I was just trying to keep it. Yeah, a stun baton. I mean, because I can blind people. I figure I blind people, and then I just hit. While they're blind, then I have an advantage on
to grab something and hit them in the head.
Like a baton, but a stun baton works too.
Yeah.
Seems cooler.
But yeah, stun baton, it works with more synergy with my powers. So that just 2 strikes of damage if I just hit them, but then I can activate the stun.
Yeah, put a little stun on them. Tased. Okay. Sure. Yeah, the laser's still got to get through your armor, dude.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It still has to burn through my armor. They have to hold it in place long enough to burn through.
But then you can't absorb that because you're vulnerable to.
Oh, lasers. But you take half damage from lasers if it goes below the 18.
Oh, you're looking at the Palladium rules? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm resistant.
So you should be slightly more susceptible to it. Whatever. We figured it out.
You could just add another strike to it.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Easy.
Just add another strike. Still have to breathe. Gases, drowning, suffocation.
There's just a lot of fun ways to kill Anvil.
Yeah.
Gotta be creative.
It's way more fun to kill Anvil than anyone else.
Yeah, we can have a mercy kill, like a merciful.
Way harder to kill.
I think I'm probably the most vulnerable because Nicholas, at least for 5 and 12 times, if he's aware.
No, but you can fly. You can fly.
I mean, all I have to do is shoot bullets at you guys. We'll be all right. Wait, no, I can't shoot bullets at Nicholas. Damn it!
It'll be hard to surprise me, so I'll just hide behind Anvil and let him be my meat shield.
Yep.
Tank.
That's right.
Go tank Anvil.
Hey, Phil, how do you want to do, like, when does it ricochet and when does it orbit me? It was a 50-50 here on the Heroes United thing.
I think we do a check with your negative energy skill.
So just roll percentile.
And if it's successful, if you succeed with your negative energy skill, then it'll ricochet back.
I could just roll the determine as well.
Roll the skill.
Yeah, that should be one of the benefits of your skill.
So that'll be 3.
Okay.
And then what would the DC be?
When I have the negative energy up?
Maybe like the focus. So we'll just make it DC 10.
For what? Is just so I can get
ricochet? Okay, so you're asking when does it ricochet or when does it go around you, right?
Yeah.
So it'll ricochet back. Whenever someone shoots you, you can roll a test, which is just a standard negative energy test, DC 10, and if you're successful, it'll ricochet back at the target.
So it ricochets. I mean, I don't think it necessarily needs to go back. You can just like go somewhere, you know.
That automatically happens.
Wait, you roll 66 for that? Isn't it just your body when you do your power? Or...
That's right.
Oh yeah. It'd
just be his body plus the static numbers.
And then you add the
the number
plus 12. So I have a 12. Then I passed. So it ricochets back to the guy. Can it be so if I beat it, it orbits me? Because then I can catch the bullet to throw it back at him.
Can you just stop it? No, it's not.
Is it only
can you just stop the bullet? Is that a thing?
No, it says it orbits me, little objects. If I get thrown a projectile, it will ricochet or orbit around me. Unless I read that wrong.
No, it's a swerve around you.
Swerve. Oh, okay.
It says 50-50. Okay, so what it says on the thing is 50-50. It just goes around you.
I can throw
back in the direction which was fired.
Yep.
I can throw a D100 just to see if that's the case.
Yeah. So that would ricochet back in the direction.
So but, below 50 ricochets back.
In the spirit of making it more ambiguous and tied to the skill, I'd rather you just make the check.
Just make the check, yeah.
And then if you want it to go somewhere else, I don't have a problem with you directing it. So you just go like,
you know what, Phil? I apologize. You're right. I did have a 1 on my underwater skill.
The Matrix.
Okay.
But so the bullets dodge me instead of I dodge the bullets.
Yeah. If you want it to orbit you, like just say that, I guess.
Okay.
And you can make it
a
DC,
an extra effort. Yeah, make an extra effort to try and spin around me. Okay.
And also you have to like spin around and look cool when you do it. It requires that you look cool.
Oh, Phil, I actually do have a +1 underwater.
Right.
Yeah. So then I would just do an extra strike of damage.
All right, we're back in the desert. Got it.
Sorry.
I mean, your character could go a little terrorist and like break the dam or something, destroy the dam, so it floods the city. You have a better odds of fighting the guy.
Good guys. We're good guys. There's none of that.
But he's wearing tights.
We're good guys in tights.
Yeah.
That's that should be our name.
Torn.
If you guys want to go, if you guys want to go bad, that's fine.
What?
Fine.
Okay.
But I want the other guys to want to kill you.
Can we have like a padded like suit, or just maybe just stop like bullets? Like
let's go. Let's put a little armor on.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we?
I need it. Does it?
No, I don't need it, but you guys do.
What's padded?
I could definitely use
Padded's a 6. Beat a 6. But you can this is more modern, so maybe you have like a Kevlar vest or something.
Yeah,
if you had
like a Kevlar suit or something.
A bulletproof vest would be the same as AC 10 or a DC 10, I should say.
That seems high, no?
That's what it would be. It'd be plated. Oh. Yeah. So plated. Go back here. Yeah.
So I mean, that's what you have. It seems high. You only have 13. And someone has a Kevlar vest, they pretty much have your ability almost -3.
Yeah. So a plastic breastplate, plastic helmet, a bulletproof vest, a flak jacket with helmet.
Those are all plated?
Pretty much, yeah. The only difference being if you had like a flak jacket with a helmet, then that would be, wow, what's the full suit here? Yeah, so it would
is there
be 10.
like an exact amount of like you get X amount of items? Shoner said something there.
Yes, you do. You've calculated that on your character sheet on your encumbrance. So your encumbrance is based in your character sheet on your it's 1 plus your body plus your strength skill. That's how many items you can carry.
What, 1 plus your body skill?
So 1 plus your body number of, so the body would be, let's say, how much do you have in body?
3. So I can carry 4
you'd
items.
Be 4 plus if you have anything in strength.
Okay, so 4 items.
You have 4 items you can carry on your person.
Okay, so I have the baton and then the like some type of padded armor, or something
like a Kevlar suit or something. You could have that. That would be 2 items.
Yeah, I mean that's all my character doesn't need anything besides that.
Okay, so we're talking. So we're saying that
I can carry lots.
An item is armor.
So the way in here, if I look it up, just so that if we wanted to follow this, Phil, it doesn't say. So at least I can't see what it's saying. So I'd just call it 1.
I can shoot the comb.
Every item is 1.
Okay. Okay, so you guys getting plated?
I mean, I guess like a Kevlar armor, right? It's modern armor, but it just seems wrong that it's as close to Anvil. It just seems like too high.
Well, Anvil's got 3 additional.
Yeah, you have to beat a 14 to hit me. You have to beat a.
I don't think I can use a Kevlar. I think that will be too heavy for me because I fly like by natural means. Birds have hollow bones, so they can fly.
You can still have a vest.
I'm sure you have a carry weight.
Yeah, you do to get your carry.
But your body's 1
Kevlar.
So exactly. So his carry to calculate your carry.
There's reasons to think what you're thinking.
Kevlar armor.
Yeah, what's the carry?
Can you show up? Actually, wait a second. I didn't download the sheet that time.
Body score plus strength bonus plus 1. That's what his encumbrance would be. So if you have a body score of 1 and you have no strength bonus, you have an encumbrance of 2.
Yeah.
So yes, you're a bird.
Encumbrance of 2.
I think I have to put you at magic armor here, Anvil.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
So magic. So
it gives you like 2 more, or 1 more.
What can I carry with that?
Do I still add my metal body?
Well, that would be no then, right?
Yeah. So then it would just be 1 more. So you just move it up by 1. That's
I'll give you 1 more.
Okay.
What can I carry then with encumbrance of 2?
You can carry 1 thing in your hands, or you can have a backpack and maybe something else in that.
Yeah, I have like my belt has like little pouches for the marbles I carry. That's it then.
Okay.
So you're
just free balling with a belt? Is that what we're saying?
What?
You're totally naked except for a belt. Is that right?
I mean, I have like the latex thing, you know.
Yeah.
The suit.
Smart.
So the Kevlar, that's going to add to my dodge and parry an additional 10 to the numbers I gave you before. Is that how that works?
Well, that's 7. Okay, so you're going to be at 12.
Yep.
13.
Yep.
And then
which makes sense because you're
12
fast.
Melee.
Yep. And my AC for ranged, to hit me ranged is 14, Phil. You have to beat a 14, so 15 or higher. And then for melee, because of my parry, you have to beat a 15.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm sorry. So what's mine? Mine went up by 10 because of the Kevlar, is that, or
it goes up by 7 because you're 3 base, and then it goes to 10. So 3
Wait, no, he's changing 10. To like Kevlar armor.
Because the Kevlar armor
is a 10 to hit. It gives a base 10 to hit. So if he has a dodge bonus on top of that, then it'll
12. And then my
so
parry's
12, and then
They'll
his
both be
parry's
12.
to 12. So it's 12
Okay,
each.
that's what I
I'm
have.
12.
So
Okay.
12 and 13 on flight, and then 12.
Oh, yes. 13. Yes, you're right. One flight. Yeah. If I'm not flying, though, it's 12. You're correct. Sorry.
We're just saying the same thing, I guess.
Yes.
I just forgot about the flight. Because I figured I'm not going to be flying all the time. That's just certain situations. I'm going to be.
You should fly it.
I'm just going to be hovering all the time.
So,
Well, however, you
you
only get it when you're flying at speed. And it's only for dogs.
While Anvil is in his regular human form, can we carry him if we both get an arm?
Yeah.
In your non-armor, I would think even... I have a body of a 3, and I have
a baton.
You can take care of that. Okay.
You can easily carry me.
I can carry him, not in his metal form, but
my metal form. I quadruple in weight.
Yeah, so that's when I drop them.
Yeah.
So we'll say that counts as 4 or something. 4 items. Or something.
Easily.
Yeah, at least.
Okay. You guys,
even his metal form, even together, we could not carry him.
You feel prepared in the system?
I believe so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know.
I might.
I just know what I roll body. That's the body minus spirit. That's the number of dice I roll, and then everything else is just a plus to that, except for my heightened sense of smell. I get an additional d6.
That's right. You got it. That's it.
Yeah.
Damage is based on your power. Right. We decided that.
Yep. And then my baton, it does 2 strikes. Well, it's a stun baton. So how does the stun work?
We'll say it just
it would do morale damage.
That's interesting. Is that what it does?
Well, you could. There is no stun in this, but you could say that that's what it does.
I feel like the move is disrupting the action of your target. Or make them check to see if you disrupted their action.
I think more than anything, my action, I'll probably blind people to just make it easier for Anvil and Nicholas to attack them. Because I would imagine that they lose some type of bonus if they're blinded, right? They're supposed to lose. They're blind, so then you guys can hit them for sure. That'll make it.
I like the idea of you being able to discharge energy through your stun thing. Like you amp it.
Yeah, it's like a cattle. Like his taser is powered off his own internal battery.
Yeah. It doesn't even have a battery in it. It doesn't work in the hands of anyone else.
I like it.
Because he drained the battery a long time ago.
Yeah, that's right. So it's always dead. When he's holding it, it's like full.
But we're gonna say it does 2 strikes of damage, not my power, right? For the baton, then if I'm powering it up,
let's make it do the power.
All right,
damage.
Be consistent. Yeah,
why not?
Okay, I like it. That's cool. Super cool.
Smart.
Man, I hope this works. I really hope this works.
I mean, so far, at least making it easy, everyth's this power rating. I like that. It's keeping it simple. We'll just see how it works in terms of, are we going to just die real quick, or are we going to be killing people real quick?
So
not killing. We're superheroes, so we're not killing people. We're subduing people, right?
We're bringing them to justice.
That's
I said Spawn and Punisher, so...
I mean,
it's not a close. But
the Punisher is wanted. It's not like the Punisher is seen like Daredevil.
You can be too.
So
you can be wanted. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not shutting the door on that. Morally speaking.
Okay.
I think me having a stun baton and everything like this, my character doesn't believe in
the cool part about those movies.
I can respect
that there's still the Daredevil who doesn't want to kill people.
Yeah.
Even though it's on the table. So anyways,
are you guys gonna be like killing people?
I'm gonna say that I don't go out to do it, but when I hit somebody, I'm the anvil. Things break. So I try not to, but maybe I really hope
I didn't nerf you too hard.
I don't know. I think I'm still pretty good. I got lots of health. I'm still pretty good.
You're never gonna die.
You're still a tank. You're still a tank for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna die and then come back, die again. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream. This session 0 is way longer because we had to create a system. So
did create a system on the fly.
That was fun. And I had a lot of fun making it. So I appreciate you guys helping out. Games tomorrow, 8:30 Central.
8:30. Yep.
Don't miss it.
Nephilim, Anvil, Quantum. We'll see y'all later.
See you. Have a good night.